Fun Day Monday.
Manic Monday.
Yeah.
Maniac Monday.
Maniac. Yeah. Hello.
The way he's been acting.
Yeah.
The way I've been acting.
I was joking.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm the one laughing at some of the stuff out of your mouth this morning. It was to the point we had to say, Denise, quit talking.
Whatever.
And wait till we go live.
Wait, did you hear another voice here?
It was so awesome. We were like, wait till we go live so that we can laugh at you. And then I said, Steph, doesn't this make you feel so much smarter? Because we're not picking on you.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little smarter?
Just a little?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Wow. So now you got like a third grade education.
But
No, I'm still kindergarten.
I'm still finger painting.
Hey, you gonna eat that red crayon?
Look,
you can have
if
my
anybody's
food.
on video, here's Steph finger painting. T-Rex with watercolors. Put a little of the red on because it's blood from that other thing I killed.
Ew.
If you're a
That's
T-Rex,
nasty.
dum-dum, you've been eating.
I know I've been
So what were you thinking?
hunting.
Oh, my
Hunting.
God.
Wait, say it again.
Hunting.
Hunting.
You better watch it. I'm gonna throw my ball at you.
Okay, wow.
I guess that's a family thing. I heard you say that to your uncle, too.
Oh,
Really, it was your uncle saying it to you.
hold on. I got mine too.
So together you make one stale man.
or two of me.
Or two. And guess what? We got military
Who's
Mike.
back?
What are you doing?
Slumming.
So this
Yeah,
was
nobody thought that
this,
was funny.
So coming by here was on your way to the food bank.
Angel Food doesn't deliver anymore, so I got to get up.
Are they
early.
still in business, dude?
I heard that they lost their funding.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the warehouse up there. That I was
Like I knew a bunch of people that used to do stuff.
Yeah,
with them.
well, I did, and then Must Ministries is from what I understand. There,
Must.
Or, that's Musk.
with a wait now. I got
Instead of with a K, with a T.
There we go. Musty Ministries.
Yeah, and I know the one that
We're serving salmon. 14 days old.
It's already cooked.
Canned.
I know the one where Shades used to be. They're closed now too. That was like,
It did terrible. I mean,
yeah,
well, Must.
Oh God, we've
Ministries-
already got a phone call. I'm scared.
Oh,
This
God.
early in the morning.
and it's restricted. Hey,
Just
Jeff.
for fun radio.
Shut up, Mike.
I know.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
hadn't even been back on the mic for 5 minutes.
Yep.
And he hung up. Hadn't even been live for 5 minutes.
Glad I can be everybody's comic relief.
Raven's Renovation throws out, wow, military Mike's back.
Great.
Well, there was no great to that.
Jester's up here. Great.
And Jacob said, woohoo, Mike.
All right. Yeah, Jacob, he was in the hospital there for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
And then Joey
Yeah.
just got out of the hospital last week too.
Good God, that thing with Joey. He had
Crash
an
Bandicoot.
accidental wreck with an MR2 in a tree. Well, it was an accident. He didn't mean to hit the tree.
No, I just got.
But he was actually, hold on. He was in a coma from Monday until Thursday.
Wow.
They found me on Facebook and a girl that he used to do voiceover for. But she fixed it. The nurse called me and I answered the phone. And I thought it was a bill collector. Do you know Joey Watson? Well, first it was like, do you know Brian Joey Watson? And I'm going, I don't know, Brian. And she's like, Joey Watson. Oh, God, Joey. Yeah. What's up? And they're like, do you have any way to get a hold of any of his family or anything? And I'm thinking it's a bill collector. So I'm like, nope.
Yep.
Not seen him in about 8 months. She's like, oh, wait. And does he have a wife? I went, I don't know if he's still married or not. Hadn't seen them in about 8 months. They just kind of vanished. They fought all the time, so I don't know if they're still together. And she just keeps on and on. And Crystal's yelling from the kitchen going, would you quit throwing out his personal business? So then about that time, I'm kind of like, can you explain to me what's going on? She says, he's in ICU.
Oh,
I said, holy cow, let me tell you how to find him. Because then I realized this ain't a bill collector. And then I was told he was in critical. He had been on the
breathing.
the
life
breathing.
Respirator.
Life
Yeah, I
support.
forget what they call it. He was intubated. I couldn't remember the word, but
Ooh, cool.
he was intubated and was in a coma from Monday until Thursday.
And then they released him Friday.
Isn't that something?
After being in a coma.
You gotta love Obamacare.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Gwinnett Medical. Here's the thing funny about Gwinnett Medical. So I show up. I don't know which direction I should tell this first. So I was hurt and I broke my lower 3 ribs off my vertebrae. So I actually, in theory, broke my back. So they send me in there saying that I have a severe concussion, right? But there's nobody there to physically speak for me. Nobody has my power of attorney to speak for me. But I'm not dying. Keep in mind, I'm not dying. So they run me through $10,000 worth of tests. I have no insurance. So they run me through $10,000 worth of tests because they said that they felt that I was in critical condition and they needed to make sure that I was not going to die, right? So an hour or so after the last test, I'm laying in there. My mother's there. The girl I was dating, was there. They both kind of showed up. They wheel me out in a wheelchair and send me home. They call me on the phone 30 days later wanting their payment. And I went, for what? And they said, well, you owe us $20,000. I went, for what? They said, well, we did, over $10,000 worth of test on you. And I went, I didn't give you permission to do over $10,000 worth of test on me. And you knew I didn't have insurance. They said, well, your mother, I said, did my mother sign anything stating that she gave you power of attorney, or did I sign anything stating that she had power of attorney, or do you have anything signed by anybody? And they said, well, no. I said,
Thank you. Have a nice day.
SOL.
I said, so you did unauthorized tests knowing I had no insurance. And they said, well, they said at the hospital that they had to do that because they deemed it necessary to save your life. And I said, oh, really? Because I was so bad, they sent me home an hour after the test. And she went, I was not aware of that. I was like, yeah. So I was so tore up that they thought I was dying and needed to run $20,000, $10,000 for this and $10,000 for that or whatever. And then the hospital stuff. I'm like, so I was so bad you sent me home. And she was like, that's probably a question to ask. I said, oh yeah. I said, so I want to go ahead and tell you, I refuse to pay any of that. She said, but you don't remember doing the test? I said, hello, I was banged up. I said, it seems to me though, that if they really thought something was wrong with me, I probably should have been kept for 24 hours observation to make sure that I wasn't dying.
And then 50,000.
And she said, but then, and I went, I'm just saying, I apparently wasn't as bad as you're trying to make it sound if they shipped me out of there. So needless to say, I get another phone call like a week later. Kind of the same thing. I kind of walked through the whole thing again, and then I used the words. At this point, I've already made it clear I'm disputing this charge, and I'm now declaring this harassment. And at this point, I think I'm going to sue for the fact that if you really believed I was this hurt, why did you send me home?
Right.
I think I need to go contact my lawyer. I never heard from the cats again.
I bet you saved $20,000.
But it just sucks though, because to me, they took advantage of the situation.
Oh yeah.
So
And a lot of times people wouldn't fight back like you did.
Oh,
And-
They'll just
that's right. They would have just paid
paying it off.
And that's the thing. It was Gwinnett Medical, the same place Joey was in.
Yeah.
How odd is it that there's two where they ship you out of there as quick as they can?
Yeah, they did the same thing to Travis. He got jumped one night when we were down at the lake, and he was spitting up blood and everything. And so we took him to Gwinnett Medical. I don't even think they did x-rays. They just wrapped him up in like an ace bandage and sent us on our way.
I mean, it's just dirty. There's not a good way to say screw the system. Well, besides saying screw the system.
You just
It's
said
our
it.
Second Amendment right to say screw the system.
Well, here's people are gonna be mad because I'm telling this. It's like a secret. If you want to get out of a medical bill, never attempt to pay it the first time.
Right.
Your medical bills do not go on your credit report. People, you can argue that all day long and tell me that it popped up or whatever. I'm really good friends with a girl that works at a collection agent. agency, and they can call you and harass you, but it physically doesn't go on your credit report. What goes on your credit report is stuff like nice expenses, like when you bought the car and you didn't pay for it, or your house and you didn't pay for it, or your visa and you didn't pay for it. Medical bills, they consider it's necessary. It's not a luxury, and it's your luxury stuff that screws up your credit, not necessarily your other your other stuff. But the thing too is the first time they say, if you would just pay $5 a month. Well, your problem is once you just say okay and you give them the $5, then that means you admit you owed them the money, and now they got you. So the best thing to do is just not pay at all.
That's the way I do it.
Well, because I'm not going to say this is right or wrong. I'm not going to say this is right or wrong, but Mexicans go in there with no legal identification and get treated all the time.
Oh,
yeah. So how are they going to find them to get their money?
So I have met people over the years in the construction world that says, go in there and say you lost your wallet. Just give them a name. They have to treat you. Just give them a name.
Billy Joe Bob.
And then people complain and go, well, that's why the insurance money's so high. Everybody's insurance is so high.
No, that's
well, regardless of if that's why, if everybody else is doing it, doesn't make it right. I'm not saying right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying. So what's going on with everybody this fine Monday morning?
I'm still in a food coma. I had Thanksgiving get-togethers on Saturday and Sunday. So
It's not Thanksgiving,
Isn't that
Denise.
pre-turkey.
we weren't going to be able to get together on actual Thanksgiving. So we did it on my side with my dad and stepmom on Saturday. And then
What the halo?
I think she hit I don't know.
I don't know. Grandma.
And then
Start again. So you had pre-Thanksgiving with your family.
Yes, on Saturday it was
I don't
my
need
dad,
all the details, but
and
your
then
family.
Sunday, yes. Two different parts of the family.
Okay. Are they divorced or something?
No, one's David's parents and one's my dad.
Okay. The way you insinuated it, you just did both sides of your family. That's why I asked, were they divorced?
Well, yes.
Should
if
we
you
get
need to know,
Charles
they
Dickens?
are.
No, I was just going to say, I remember when my mom did the divorce thing, it was so hard because as the time, of being a child, we were having to run to my dad's side and then my mom's side. And then at the time that my mom and my stepdad met, then it was my family, if you word it that way, my dad's family, my mom's family, and then my stepdad and his family. So it's like 3 houses in a day.
Well, I mean, I'd go to my mom's, but she's in Wyoming.
And as a kid, man, all those Christmases were rocking.
Yeah, as long as I got presents per place.
Well, that's why you got to be nice to them.
What sucked, so I'm a Christmas baby. So what sucked for me is during the year, I'd watch my grandparents give my cousins, nice presents. And then Christmas would come, they'd get nice presents. Well, to me, they'd go, well, we have 8 kids we have to pay for, so we really couldn't get you a big Christmas.
What?
Wow.
So my mom started suckering them and on celebrating my birthday on July 4th.
There you go.
Okay.
She's like, we're already getting together. Give him his presents now.
Wow, that's cool.
6 months early, but
Hey,
it
I
works.
got mine.
You didn't care. You
You
got
get
his.
yours.
Kind of like Denise's husband. I got mine.
That's right. I'm going to sleep.
And
Shut up, Mike.
Oh, good
I'm
night.
just saying, shut up, Mike.
I know you.
Hey, would you run over there and turn that other heater off? It's getting warm.
No, I'll get it. I know where
It's
it is.
at the Oregon. You just have to push the button and hold it for like 3 or 4 seconds.
Denise
Think
is,
it's a nuclear bomb. Pretend you're Obama.
Watch it, Mike.
Denise is playing with your organ.
well,
Well, we
today is
heard she
my,
knows how to play those.
Yeah, really. What she was
today's
intro-
my anniversary.
Organs. You went. I thought you had piano lessons as a kid.
she was introducing her kids today. She was going, "This one is so and so's. This one is so and so."
I couldn't figure that out actually.
It was like a bad episode of Jeopardy.
And here's the funny thing, Steph. We can see the kids. And she says, and this one looks like me, and this one looks like his dad. And I'm thinking, I was in the bathroom
This
for
one
this,
looks like the neighbor.
but I'm already laughing because I'm thinking we can see the kids, Denise.
They're right here.
We think we can tell, and we know the dad, so we're pretty sure we can see which one looks like which one. And how dare you, as a mother, single your kids out like that?
Really? You know, she,
Look, as Mackenzie's doing.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
where'd you learn that? Okay, good.
I watch Mama picking zits in the mirror.
That
All right, so you and Travis turned 4 years old today.
No, 23 years today.
Happy anniversary.
I have a
Happy
very
anniversary.
large question.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How many years?
23.
Man,
That's-
22 years ago, you should have figured this out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
24 years ago, you should have had a really big clue not to do it. 23, you should have already had enough time in this jail that you should have dug your way out. Look, if they can escape from Alcatraz, there is no excuse on why you couldn't get away from Stephanie.
Shoot, Alcatraz, those little Hispanic dudes be building tunnels all the way up to like Colorado and stuff.
Philip
you,
Snow is
Jacob.
so lost. He just typed, "Is that Mike? What the hell?"
It's a recording.
Yeah. Philip's like, Doc's voice has gotten very strange. It doesn't even sound like her.
Mm.
The wand.
Yeah,
The wand.
yeah. Well, you know, last night Wizard of Oz came on, by the way. You doing the wand
Oh,
made me
really?
think about it.
I didn't know. I love
Yeah, it
that
was
show.
on.
Yeah, it
I
did
love that
come
show.
on.
Yeah, me and my
It come on,
cousin.
like, back to back to
Sweet
back
Home
to back.
Alabama was on too.
Yeah, whatever.
I was
Me and my
watching The Walking
cousin and my grandmother, we were always notorious for watching it together. So it was really funny as we got older, my grandmother, even though me and my cousin wouldn't be at my grandmother's anymore, my grandmother, and I forgot about this, so I'm going to go ahead and say it in case Kim's listening because she kind of busted me out on it last night. My grandmother would still call our parents to say, let them know it's going to be on this channel at so-and-so time, because that was what we always watched together. It was our thing, and that's why I collect some Wizard of Oz stuff. I even have the Wizard of Oz Evil Witches bobblehead now, which is really cool. But last night she sends me the message to say, hey, the Wizard of Oz coming on this channel. And I'm like, oh. She goes, yeah, grandmama used to tell my mom, blah, blah. And I was like, cool. Like, you remember that. I just forgot, you know, I mean, it totally slipped my mind. But I did not watch it, which I should have watched it with her, knowing that she's where she is and I'm where I am. And we were both watching it, but I DVR'd it. So
I've never seen the whole
Walking
movie.
Dead. I was not missing the Walking Dead. Glenn's alive.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it was all over Facebook, even though I didn't watch it.
And
So
what
I knew Glenn was
sucks
alive.
is my wife dozes off. She wakes up to me playing on Instagram and she goes, what are you doing? I said, just goofing off. Glenn's alive. She's like, what? And it was the scene. Did you watch it last night, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So it's the scene where Glenn and the girl are walking down the road and she had like only 2 or 3 balloons behind her at the time before they found the helium, blah, 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 blah. My problem with that is she says, well, what are you doing on your phone? I went, they're just wasting countless minutes of watching somebody walk down a road. Like they just like when they used to walk down the railroad tracks,
Yeah.
you know, like you could, if you cut out every 1 minute of complete BS, you could really put some entertaining stuff back in this TV show.
Yeah.
But they keep putting these minutes of stupidity in this show. Here's the other thing.
You know, the first person I've heard complain of that. It's
When here's what gets me. When they they knew the church had already been hit with the truck.
Yes.
Okay. They already knew that it was going to fall.
Yes.
Why didn't they just burn the sucker down and let it just fall down on itself instead of now taking the wall down?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know what's really funny is Denise just looked at me and she goes, do you watch this? And it's like, I was going to say, yes, I watch it. And quite frankly, I didn't see last night's episode. So I'd like to thank everyone for spoiling that for me.
yeah, I
Sorry.
was about to say, everybody's going to be. sending-
Here's the other thing that gets me. The
Spoiler
wall,
alert,
the wall,
spoiler alert.
the wall is metal.
Yes.
They have it somewhat now set up like a castle where they're standing up there looking over the wall.
Yes.
Why have we not poured kerosene
Yeah.
or diesel fuel
Yeah, on the
burn 'em.
walkers.
on these walkers and
Yeah.
set them on fire because we're behind a metal protected wall?
Yeah.
because that would be the logical thing to do.
Yeah, I think after 4 or 5 years, we all start thinking, what would we do? You know,
And why did we not
Mhm.
lure them back to here's my other thing. Why did we let them escape the quarry?
the
We
quarry,
could have
yeah.
went and driven another 18-wheeler down there, crashed into that semi, and none of them would have escaped.
Okay, so now I don't need to catch up.
No, you still need to see it.
Yeah, you still.
There's several
Yeah.
minutes of countless walking around you need to see.
You want to watch it? I
Yeah.
can bring it up on Kodai. Now, I was thinking about that the other night. I was watching. I like to binge watch shows, and I was binge watching Game of Thrones to get caught back up.
I've still never watched the first episode.
Oh
Everybody
my
says
God.
I'm going to be so hooked when I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. It's
I've never
definitely.
watched it.
You never watch it? I really enjoy it. So I'm sitting there. Okay, for one, the intro to the show is 19 minutes long. I'd think, Jesus. I mean, it's.
I think that's how I never
And-
got into the first.
You sit there and you wait and you wait
Yeah.
and you wait, and then previously on Game of Thrones, and then you get 5 more minutes, and so your hour show really is only about 41 minutes.
Well,
anyway.
I was going to say 41 to 42, just
Yeah.
like a Netflix, you
Right.
know?
And then it gets cut back down another 20 minutes. You get about 20, 25 minutes of show. That's about it. That's why
I
like these
hate
hacks.
watching the recap.
Yeah, it's stupid. I hate that.
It's like, can I fast forward? I've already seen this. And then on top of it, not only are they showing last week, they're showing last month's.
Yeah, pieces of last month.
Yeah, and Game of Thrones, they can show you even further back than that because it's like 4 stories going on, and if they don't cover one story a week, then the next week they'll bring you back up to speed on it. And I'm sure it cost a lot of money to put that show on.
And
It's,
little
you know.
Richard, Mr. Testicle over here. I mean, technical over here. Fire would have drawn them all to one spot, and that would have pushed the wall down.
I
The
disagree.
walls down.
Why didn't they just get like a big bulldozer and just cut this 10-foot trench, 20-foot trench all the way around this place? They could do it. What else they got to do, right?
No, what else I got it right?
And then just lace it.
Well, on
with-
top of
with
that,
gas.
Why haven't we just went and got the John Deere with the glass encased door
Mhm.
and just drive over them?
Whack, 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 whack.
Boom, boom,
I mean,
boom, boom.
just
Boom.
go forward.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. Go forward again.
Yeah.
Beep, beep,
And you know what?
beep.
Even
Go
if
forward again.
you didn't
I mean,
kill all of them, you'd kill a bunch of them, and it'd make it easier
A
to move
tank?
around.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what gets me is
How did that one tank in Atlanta get stopped?
mhm. I just see so many
Oh.
things that could be done. Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And I don't mean as in the Wookiee. I mean as in the truck.
This is a big hairy thing. Some bitch, he is real.
What if you had Bigfoot as a zombie, though? I mean, come on.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
screwed.
I just see so many things that could be done. All right, how about this? Sons of Anarchy was really bad about that. I remember watching scenes from season 1 in the last season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Big
love
time.
Sons of Anarchy.
Now, do you,
Sons of Anarchy was just such a friggin' joke, though. Some of the things were just,
yeah.
come on, man.
But it's still good. I could watch Jax all day.
Yeah, that's all. I knew where
Why,
that was
you
going.
could just go watch People Magazine all day if that was the
No.
case.
Hey, does anybody watch Longmire, the sheriff?
Yes, we would,
Yes. I just caught up on last season.
I haven't,
Okay.
We haven't completely caught up.
I
but-
didn't know
Okay.
it was all on Netflix, and I started
Yeah,
watching it
yeah.
probably about 4 weeks ago,
I finished it
and
last night.
I've binge watched it too, like for 3 days
Yeah.
when I had the chance, and I got caught up. The problem with binge watching, here's what happens to me: I get so sucked into the show
Mhm.
Yeah.
that when it stops, I'm like a heroin addict. Where's the next one?
We-
Where's the next one?
Yeah, we do the same thing because we've started watching from the beginning Alias from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, I love
And
that show.
so then you finish one. We're like, okay, we're going to bed after this episode, and then it
No.
finishes, and you're like, we have to find out what happened.
See,
So
Netflix,
just
the
keep
one good
watching.
thing about Netflix versus Amazon, I just watched a big thing about the difference between Amazon Prime and Netflix. Amazon Prime has 4,000 something movies where Netflix has 2,000. The problem is there's only like 200 HD movies on Amazon, whereas almost every one of the movies on Netflix are HD.
Right.
Now, do you have to pay for each movie on Amazon?
I don't know. I didn't get that far because
I
once
think if you have the Prime,
I saw the comparison.
Yeah.
But then what I found out too is Amazon doesn't have its own shows where Netflix now has several because they did Daredevil. I watched that season
Yeah.
and now I'm waiting for second season.
Orange is
Hey,
the New Black.
Yeah.
Hulu's really stepped up their
Hulu's
game, too.
Have they?
they're continue
Hulu.
stepping it
I
up.
don't have it anymore.
Hulu is trying to become Netflix.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say become Netflix, but they're becoming a alternative
Yeah.
to Netflix.
Uh,
Here's what I've learned: if you have the money and you're ready to quit the DVR and you're ready to quit paying for AT&T or cable, but of course you'd still have to have cable internet.
Yeah.
So if you pay for Hulu and you pay for Netflix, you could on Hulu watch this month or this week's or whatever stuff, and then watch whatever you want on Netflix. And then if you have great internet, you could turn around and use the apps that Mike had introduced to us once before, and you get to watch everything. But I can't break I just can't cut the
Ties.
no, the what is it that attaches to your belly button to the
Umbilical
I
cord.
can't cut the cord, the umbilical cord.
You have to cut your own?
I like
when
having
you come
my
out of the womb, you're like, "Ming."
I like having my DVR, man. I really like having my DVR.
Well, Kodai
I miss
is
having a
like a
DVR.
DVR. I mean, and you know what's really funny about Kodai is I've learned 18 million more tricks with it.
Amazon does have its own
18
shows, by
billion?
the way. I just got told that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the dad from Sons of Anarchy started
Yes.
in
So here's the deal.
Ron Perlman.
Here's the deal. If you have Amazon Prime or you have Netflix, I can't remember exactly which one, but one is only like $3 more than the other for the total of your yearly cost. So you're still looking at $99 a piece, roughly.
Yeah.
So $100, you get a year of Netflix, $100, you get a year of Amazon. So if you do it right, think about the math. If you pay, because Hulu's the same price, if you pay $300 a year, you'll get all three of those versus I'm paying $190 a month
Yeah.
for my DVR.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
does that include your internet and like a home number too? Or
Yeah, no.
It's not a bundle?
It's $170 for TV. If I do it as a total, it comes out to be $210 a month as a
Wow.
total.
isn't that crazy? How much we
But
pay
and
for
I
just for-
pay and I have to pay $8 for the DVR and $5 for the other boxes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I could go buy. If you did the math, the initial expense, you go 99 Netflix. This is say 100 Netflix for a year, 100 Hulu for a year, 100 Amazon Prime for a year, and then an Apple box for 3 rooms. So we're looking at $600, right? So you say, man, $600 for a year. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
if I take and get rid of my TV that's costing me roughly $160 to $170 a month,
Yeah.
well, think about that. I mean, you're only talking 4 or 5 months and it paid for my whole year of other stuff.
Well, and you're only paying for the Apple boxes one time.
One time.
So then the rest of the years would be 300.
Yes. And I was about to get Comcast until I started hearing about this cap that they now have.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
go to
and you're not going to
Comcast.
be able to and if you cut cable, you won't be able to get a lot of the shows on like you were talking about for like Zaylee, the Disney stuff. where you
Yeah, and
can't
that's the
pull up
other
every
part. That's the
single
other part.
episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you what, too, isn't it amazing how these big companies knew, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when we were growing up, we had channel 2, 5,
Yeah.
11, 17, 36, 46, and that was it. Now, of course, remember when it all went digital?
Yeah.
And they said you
Yes.
had to have the converter. Now,
Right.
of course, hey, look at, did they know? I think they knew. I
More
think they
than
knew
likely.
that they were going to make bazillions instead of
Oh,
just
yeah.
millions.
And see, with me, I want to get rid of AT&T for television, but in order to still use the Apple TV to watch some of the shows I want to watch, I have to have these codes to be able to watch them.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? I think they know.
They
they're-
know they got
one,
you.
they're smarter than us. Two, they've got control of it. They could just plan it all out.
So,
Yeah.
well, look, it's 8:04. We got to shoot off to commercial. We got to strangle 4 children. So give us just a
All
few
right.
seconds and we'll be right back.
Or
All right.
Well, I couldn't just let Ashley feel left out. God, Steph, if we're strangling 1 or 2 of those, Ashley does not need to be left out. Gosh.
She's been back there the whole time dancing in the chair.
Why didn't you just get up and go pee?
Because
What, you had the
I didn't
rule,
want
don't
to
move?
interrupt you. Yes. And she listened, so she passed the test.
So when did that happen? Or she started listening?
You never
What? You having fun? I told you.
Oh, she made her mind. You do make her mind. We figured out what my puppy is finally.
What?
She's a black mouth cur.
They're doing birthday parties, they're doing everything. So make sure you check out Ice Days Ice Skate Trend located in Old Town Conyers at the Pavilion.
Is black and the roof of her mouth is black.
Hey, I want to tell you about Dr. Angel Racer. That's the guy that's taking
The one that we had to
care of
put to
everything on
sleep
my
was-
leg. And
she
I can
was
tell you a
type-
lot of us
she
have
was
stuff
type
that
of
we're not proud of. We got
She was
to
a
the
kind of
younger
leopard.
age and we're not that person anymore.
Hmm.
Believe it or
A
not,
leopard.
it's called Dr. Angel Racer at 770-702-0944.
Like a leopard was
He will help you get rid of all the things that you don't want in your life anymore as far as these ugly
Oh, I thought
tattoos.
you had a
Make
puppy
sure
in
you
your
check
arm.
out Dr.
Yeah, you
Angel
wanna hold
Racer.
him?
He's doing stuff here in Conyers, but if you call that number, he'll tell you where
Get this, I am judging
on
on the 5th and then on the 12th, I'm judging, I'm a robot design judge for these aeronautical engineers, these young guys. They, on the 5th, they get their concept.
trouble zone for them.
Okay, so you ready for them to go up?
Well, I wasn't ready for them to be here. Ow!
But this whole thing, everything they've got to design.
Look, you see my
is in
spike?
Legos.
Oh, cool.
Who
So
did?
it'll be some
See that ass? Look.
Come on, Kenzie.
Look, she's dropping deuces like her mama. Leave her alone.
Well, then I'm proud of her. This is the one that we had to put to sleep.
Cause I got a pie before we go back.
We had to put kilos.
Well, we're still going back. I mean, we'll just have to wait for you. I mean, you'll just have to jump in.
Okay.
Hey, how about the, remember was she a DEA agent or ATF agent in Sons of Anarchy, the blonde?
Yes. What show did I? Oh, Longmire.
Now she's on Longmire as
And I'm really mad because the blonde chick I really like because she used to be Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica. I kind of got the little crush thing on her. I was really thinking they were going to because last season, you know, they kind of ended you not knowing.
Yeah.
But I think they're still circling it because you know her.
What's her name? Libby?
Mhm.
The other blonde, right? That's who you're talking about, the rich one?
No, I'm talking about his deputy.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of got that little thing.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen. It'll happen.
It's just too weird.
It's gonna be like the Who's Your Boss thing. It'll be at the very end of the show.
It's weird because, like, the age difference. They were well, you haven't seen the last episode, have you?
Yeah.
Longmire, have you? But then why are they showing that old man naked?
What?
Why are they showing that old man naked?
Oh.
Who wants to see that? Come on, seriously. That dude is 62 years old. Who wants to see? I don't want to see a man naked that's got freaking liver spots and skin tags and gray back hair. Come
Right.
on now. If I want to watch that, I will watch freaking National Geographic.
When we go back, we got to talk about Amazon Prime some more because Ravens just brought up something, which is why I was looking at Amazon Prime to begin with.
Well, Tanya, she ordered a movie. Okay, it was like, and this was my 14-day trial thing, right?
For Prime.
For Prime.
Okay.
She just, because they didn't really have computers or networks,
Right.
so I had it all set up over there, and so she doesn't realize she's charging it on my account. So 30 days later, Amazon Prime takes out $99. And so I'm like, I'll keep it if somebody will tell me. But I went ahead and canceled it and got my money back because basically, other than a couple of shows, you got to pay for movies.
Well, then wait till I tell you what when I go back
Okay.
live.
Because Netflix, between Netflix, Hulu, Kaido, or Kodai, and VideoMax,
And that's what Little Richard said. So I'm gonna go with Chris's first and then go back to Little
Kodai.
Richard.
there's a lot more to Kodai than I.
And I need to get Kodai. What is it?
Kodai is the Japanese one.
That's the one I didn't ever get downloaded. I need to get downloaded.
I was showing my son because he's taking Italian next semester. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to be taking Italian. I said, watch this. I brought up the news in Italian.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, oh, that is too
I was told Steph, I said, if you get where you think you're fixing to sell that, you need to let me know. Because that plugs with the HDMI output.
Mhm.
I'll put a shelf right next to my TV. That thing will never leave that location. It'll stay right next to the TV, and then I'll put a PC under it.
Yeah.
Download my movies on my PC. Whatever I need to stream off of that.
Well, I got my buddies at the pawn shop trying to find me a real big smart TV because my phone and this and my new laptop
They'll
mirror.
sync.
So I can be watching something on there and go, throw it to the TV without any additional stuff.
One of my friend works at Disney. She takes pictures at Disney World. She says she got to a hotel.
What?
Okay, never mind. I'll tell you next.
All right, we're back, and just to kind of continue some of what we were talking about, Raven's Renovation added bonus with Amazon's free shipping, and that's how I got into this conversation to begin with. As I had ordered a bunch of camera stuff that I needed to do some of that live remote type stuff that we're trying to get into. So that's how I come across it, because it says act now, free Prime, try it. You know, like they're trying to hook you. So I said, before I do this, let me see what my benefits are. Now, I'm going to go to Mike in a second about this, but Little Richard says, I still will never give up Kaido. Stream any ABC, CBS, NBC, ABC, Disney. Ooh, Disney.
Anything.
So far, it's worth it. It's on a computer for now, so I could get Kaido on a computer.
Yes. Yeah. They just switched it from.
Well,
Android.
holy cow.
Yeah,
then
now
I'm
that,
okay then, because
to,
I've got my laptop. It stays to the left of the TV for movies.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Little Richard. But if you have a smart TV, then you can put Kaido, blah, 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 on a USB drive. Okay, before we go back any further. My wife.
I have
My wife, you know, they now put the new chip in your debit card.
right.
Yes.
So my wife loses her debit card, calls them to give her a new card.
Mm-hmm.
As she's waiting to get the new card, her man, can I talk? Her number was apparently used on iTunes.
Oh no.
Her debit number, and not for her account. Her number, debit number, somebody used her debit number.
Uh-huh.
At the same time, she's opening the damn mail. Hey, there's her new card with that new computer chip in it with the same friggin' number.
No.
So she has to call the bank and go, okay, dumbasses, send me another card. So now my wife's gone like 3 weeks with no debit card. Now she just said, I forgot my card had screwed up my payment to the gym. And she's like, hashtag palm on face, hashtag embarrassed. And now I just read that out loud. But I'd already tried to say, just take my card, go put the payment on there, pay these people, whatever, you know. I'll give her cash, whatever it takes, you know.
You know,
Mhm.
and banks are supposed to be smart, but they're some of the stupidest.
Well, the bad
corporate
thing is that
places.
she had already called. Here's the other thing. She's already called the dumbasses at Planet Fitness corporate and told them what was going on.
Mhm.
And the dumbasses tried to run it again after she already notified them the new card is in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Well, and they're,
And
all,
there's-
they're all
stupid.
supposed to be getting, like, all the cars are supposed to be getting this chip in it, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
and,
the V chip.
and the bad thing is I've had the V chip now for, I don't know, 6 months. Never had a store where you had to use it.
right.
The technology, all these people have that new swiper, but they didn't have the program. Well, now we're hearing, I used it. Office Depot was the first time ever. And I was like, whoa, I finally get to use it. I've almost worn the card out.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally get to use that.
But the
Hold, please. Home Depot yesterday was the second. Now, any Home Depot, if you try to swipe it normal, it beeps and tells you have to insert it because Home Depot's done it. Word is on the street.
Word.
At the end of this year, by the 1st January, anybody that has the swiper that has that extra swipe for that type of card, what happened is they've all now has the new swiper, but they haven't paid the company. Their company hasn't paid the money for the program. So in other words, Home Depot finally just got the money. Well, whatever. They just bought the program
Mhm.
for that secure card. But what they're saying is by January 1st, we don't care who you are. You have to have this.
yeah, the program and the whatever you have to stick it in is really expensive too. Shut up, Mike.
What? I didn't do that.
So what is the
It's
V
really
chip supposed to do?
It's an
It's-
added level
It's an
of
added,
security.
yeah. It's so like when I'm helping up at Gravity, if it has the V card, which I mean, we still ask for not the V card, the V chip. It's just the V card. I cracked myself up. But anyway,
I got the V card when I was 15, baby.
The V chip monologue.
anyway, but I mean, you have to see their ID, even though we know them. Like, you still have to check their ID. So, but I've said stuff because USAA is usually really good about keeping up with the times and stuff.
Yeah.
And we still don't have one with a chip in it. But I figured
think
what
we
they'll do is when we're up for another one, when we get another, like when our card expires and we get the next one, it'll have one of the chips in it.
Probably so. Because I bank with Best Bank, and I don't think ours has a V chip in it yet.
I did get a card the other day, that a USAA one that had the chip in it. So,
well, I can tell you this, that it's all going to secure wireless. You won't be running your card very much longer, anyways.
I was going to say they got that. I'm about to sneeze. They got that app.
Bless you.
It's not necessarily an app. It's a thing on your phone.
Yeah.
And they have this little white square now. You just walk up and boop, set your phone down.
Cards are about to be a thing of the past.
My problem is, what if somebody steals my phone?
Yeah, I don't think that's
you
secure.
have to scan your eye and it takes money out of your account.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know if you guys have PayPal accounts or eBay accounts or any of that other stuff, but I live out there now by Oglesby and 212 by the monastery, and
okay, sorry, I had to do that.
waka, waka, waka. Yeah, it's not much of a monastery anymore, man. It's got like closer to TV and freaking these giant steel buildings. It's kind of lost a lot.
I hear they sell honey out there. I need to go.
Honey, bonsai trees.
I need to go walk out
little
there.
shirts.
Wine.
Yo, check this out. I hung out with a monk.
We said we was going to take a just for fun field trip out there.
The
We never
trail
have.
is really
Never
nice.
had
The
that.
trail's nice.
The trail is extremely nice.
Look,
Look, we totally got off subject.
Here's the thing. I went to get my hair cut, I get my hair cut at this real fancy salon. It's right next to the convenience store.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
And but you can pay for stuff on with your PayPal account. You can pay for stuff, and all you got to do is bring it up, and it'll tell you what vendors
That's
in
cool.
this area will
Now,
accept it.
have you on? But wait, because we jumped topics, but I do want to get on this topic. By the way, everybody that has Amazon, I hear rumor. I know the guy, but I'm just calling it a rumor because I'm not going to tell you.
His name's Rumor?
Yes, his name is Rumor. I hear a rumor. Does everybody remember back when you bought the tricked out cable boxes that would get all the channels?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then DirecTV, they had these guys that were giving you the little debit type cards you stick in the front of your DirecTV. It gives you all the channels. Well, there's an Amazon Prime one. For $400, you can get this tricked out box, and it allows you to get everything there is for free.
For the small price of $400.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roughly almost $500. My problem behind that is, what if something goes? What if? What if they figure out a way to zap it, just like they used to do the old ones?
Is it legal?
No.
Denise.
Let's just go ahead and speed through that 20-minute discussion. No, it's not.
Do you think it would be legal?
No.
It comes with 14 kilos of cocaine too, Denise.
Well, then no.
It's a drug mule.
But yes, that I wanted to make sure for everybody that was still listening before they get out of their cars to go to work, because we're at 8:18, which means anybody that's going to work at 8:30 is going to lose that information. I wanted you to catch it really fast. Now, the PayPal thing, I noticed in my junk mail from Yahoo, every time I go through my junk mail, it throws up something making a comment about very important message from PayPal.
Yeah.
And it's saying, you have been this, and other. Click this link to straighten it out. It's
Mhm.
not from PayPal. If you go clicking it, for all I know,
No.
you're giving access into your PayPal. I just keep deleting it because
Yeah,
I've been
that's right
getting
there.
it for like
Yeah.
months now.
If you're not, if you don't have an account, and if it's not bringing it up that way, I definitely would.
Well, I have an account, but I figure why. I know I've not used my PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
So I know good and well if my bank card that's associated with my PayPal hasn't sent me something in the mail
Right.
or email, my alert has not said TV was bought.
Yeah.
Then I know good and well my PayPal hasn't been used. So for me to see this mail saying you need to disclaim blah 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 blah, I mean, you can't be from PayPal because PayPal would have already sent me something and my bank would have sent me something.
Roger that.
So
Hey,
you got to be smarter than the average bear.
talking about alternative finances. Remember when we were discussing Bitcoin?
Yes.
When we were discussing Bitcoin, it was $245 per Bitcoin, right?
Right.
Now it's up to $324 with estimates going up to $600 for one Bitcoin.
Wow.
That's amazing because, the first transaction with Bitcoins, a guy bought a pizza with 30 Bitcoins. Can
Right.
you imagine how much that pizza was worth now?
No doubt.
So, yeah, I mean, it's between the electronic currencies, I think we're all going to a common currency on the planet.
I think that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think anybody goes back to the first Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it was one president for the entire world and it was one nation for the entire world. I have the feeling we will end up there.
Yeah, I do too.
And please God, somebody assassinate Obama by then.
Oh, geez, we shouldn't say that on the radio.
Oh,
Everything here is just for fun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm surprised nobody really has tried to, but our problem is who the hell would we want to run the entire nation? It wouldn't be the guy in the Soviet Union right now.
Who, Putin? I think Putin, man. Putin's an ass kicker.
Yeah, but would we really want that?
I like the fact that he rode in on a horse with no shirt on that one time.
You know, I mean,
he's a badass. Talking about no shirts, the last episode of Longmire, they show the sheriff.
You are so hung up
Oh
on
my
this
God,
Longmire.
they show the sheriff. He's 62 years
Hold
old.
on, wait. Let's paint an image for her. Okay, so you know how you like Jax,
Yes,
and you keep making the references. You could just stare at Jax.
of course.
So you know all the scenes of Jax where like he's in the bed, making love to the woman, and the camera like shows his naked arse,
It's not
and-
really him.
and shut up. You're all hung up on that, how that scene just sucks you in.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
it's not him.
No, I don't care, Denise. I just said, Stephanie, thank you for putting the broomstick in the wheel of the bicycle, you idiot. Denise is so easily distracted. Thank you for being the Twinkie grabber today. I'm muting you for the rest of the show. Denise, I need you to suck back into this conversation. In this conversation, you notice I'm saying how Sons of Anarchy just like sucks you in with the seductiveness and Jax's naked body, and the camera pans like up his calves till you see his butt and then his back,
Right,
and it sucks you in.
right.
They did that on Longmire with a 62-year-old dude. Look at Mike's face.
But is he in shape?
No. Well, he's in A shape.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's the most
Fair.
disgusting thing about a 62-year-old naked male?
A
Is-
62-year-old naked
Yeah,
male.
that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, liver spots, skin tags.
Liver spots.
Yeah, he's got liver spots all over his back.
And they showed him in one scene. I mean, look.
Yeah, doing that.
Let me just be quoted for saying this. He is playing a marshal in Wyoming, or a sheriff in Wyoming. He is like the Marlboro Man. He is the man's man. He's not a metrosexual by any means.
No, and
So they show him in this one scene where he's not really shaved, and there's like 2.5 inch shoulder hair and back hair sticking up over on his shoulder,
and it's gray.
and it's gray. But what's worse is at the camera angle, the light's not very bright in his face, but the light behind him shining really bright, and the hair on his shoulders like glistening in the wind. And I'm like, did the director of cinematography not catch that? Like, or did they say, we want that to be on there to be realistic to the scene? But I'm thinking,
'Cause it
why
happens
does he
in
not have a
real life.
shirt on?
It
He's
happens.
in Wyoming. It's like 40 degrees.
And she's
July.
not. She's not that hot either.
She who?
the woman that's in the scene with.
Oh
him.
yes, like she looked hotter on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh,
Apparently they magically made her wrinkles disappear. And on this show with Longmire, you see that
Yeah.
she's in
Which
her
one is it?
50s.
The blonde from the ATF.
Okay.
She's a shrink in this show, and she's only been on like a couple episodes. But the whole thing about it is she doesn't look anything like she looked in
On
Sons of
Sons,
Anarchy.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she's,
Really?
You
Yeah.
can tell she was all dolled up on
yeah,
Sons.
they saved
I
a
mean,
little
they-
money on
Like I
makeup.
didn't realize it when I seen her face. I thought, holy cow. How many years has it been since she was on Sons? And I was like, Dang, that was only like 2 years ago.
Before that, she did a show called
Wrinkled in Cincinnati. Sorry,
Coldwater makes it
Longmire.
shrink. Let's see, what was it? Profiler. Was that it?
Baby.
She was the agent. You know, these freaking cop shows everywhere, and she did profiling for serial killers. And there was that one serial killer that followed her around for 3-4 seasons.
There was
Little Richard. I'm gonna just catch this because we're going back to the Amazon thing real quick. He said for the low price of $400 and 10 years in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when HBO came out and what they used to do is, okay, now you got cable ran to your house, the actual coax.
Yeah.
And they used to put those little metal filters.
Yes, those I used to know how to get the locks off.
Yeah.
I could take a pair of channel locks and squish it the right way, and I could do that. I got in trouble for it, but yeah.
We used to steal them all the time because if you saw one going in a house that had like 6 of those,
you knew they had all the channels.
They had all the channels.
Right.
So you wait till the wee hours, you climb up there and you go.
How about none of my neighbors? This is so funny. When I lived in Norris Lake, I was the electrician, had the big, white truck out there with all extension ladders and stuff. My neighbors, one time, I had only lived in the house a couple of months. My neighbors, one of them apparently heard, tuk, 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 and when you're lifting the ladder rack, the little lock hits every arm, and he heard me at 3 o'clock in the morning, looked out the window, seen me on the telephone pole, jacking my cable.
Doing what?
Jacking my cable. So the next morning, he comes out to the fence and says, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know, I saw you on the telephone pole last night. What were you doing?" I went, yeah, you already know I was stealing cable, right? And he goes, "Yeah."
But
You
then
gonna
what
fix
did he
mine?
say? Then what did he say? Because
Will you do mine?
Yeah. Everybody did that.
Here's how stupid this is. So then I get caught the next time by a different neighbor. There was 4 neighbors
Can you
off
do
this
mine?
one box. So they all made me jack to their house, right? So I give them all cable. And then, damn it, if the guy across the street didn't notice it.
Oh no.
So then I had to take my ladder from my yard and go into his yard and do it. But his was under a friggin' street light.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to explain to Gwinnett County shooting by while there's an orange extension ladder on the telephone pole at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Little Richard said, "Old people naked scenes are the reason there's a fast forward on a DVR."
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that on Apple TV. It's like, oh my God.
Well, and like we were talking about the people that are on the same or different shows and stuff,
Mhm.
watching Alias and all of the people that are on that,
Yeah.
you can just go through and be like, they're on Once
Yeah.
Upon a Time, they're on
And
this, they're on that.
she's so hot. I mean, I've watched that series 18 times over and over and over.
Mhm.
Well, I find it
Yeah,
funny because on
she's
You can't run with the
CSI Miami, there
That's
was
good
the
for
dude
me.
that always played the Cuban, gangster. And now on the TV show The Zoo, now I've seen him play a gangster on tons of movies. All of a sudden on The Zoo, he's a gangster too. So I'm kind of like, okay. But then the other day I seen him on another show and he's a detective. I'm like, yeah, really? I mean, it's not too far stretched. You've played enough thugs. You should really understand how the detective should work.
There's this
But
one guy that always
doesn't
plays.
fit.
There's this one guy who always plays an army colonel or general. You know the guy. But here's the other one that I thought was funny. Well, I like NCIS Los Angeles,
Mhm.
and I
You have to on a mic, Steph.
I heard it. You couldn't hear
She
it.
is
I
so
heard it.
leaned over. You would
Well,
think
she's
she was a
listening,
black
that's
dude driving an 88 friggin' Cutlass on the center armrest.
Merlot.
I mean, if there would have been a window right there, I would expect that to have been a MARTA bus. Because she was all up on the window
I saw her hand come up
with her
like this.
with
I
her
wondered-
purple beats on. Anybody that calls that racist, you're a friggin' idiot, by the way.
But
Because well, the reason I want to say that is for whoever just might have thought I'm being a racist, I can guarantee I've ridden the MARTA more than you have. Friggin'
You're
idiots.
just making an observation.
And I just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to you friggin' idiots. I was sitting somewhere the other day and one of my sponsors who is a minister and a very church going gentleman, super proper, super everything. And he says, I just got to tell you. And I'm thinking, oh God, he's fixing to crawl my butt now. He says, I heard you on the show the other day. And I'm like, oh God, what I do now? He says, I just got to tell you, when I heard you calling somebody a friggin' idiot about the racism thing, and he's black. This gentleman's black. And I'm like, He says, I loved it. I went, good.
Yeah.
He says,
Exactly.
He says, I am so sick of people just trying to throw that when it's not that. I listen for you friggin' idiots. I grew up in the hood. My first roommate I ever lived with was DJ Speed, who was the DJ of the teen club that we all hung out with. Me and him built stereo systems together. I mean, I met him when I was 14 years old, and he was like right at 20. And then when we were at the teen club, at 15 years old, I was riding with him back and forth to the teen club. Like no lie, when my grandmother used to get weird phone calls, some guy kept calling, harassing my grandmother. Mike gets on the phone one day and says, look, homie, we're sitting right here. Come on over.
Bring it.
And those phone calls slowly stopped because, my grandmother was in a wheelchair and Mike was probably 6'2", 250 pounds.
Yeah, you don't want to
he just picked grandma up, put her in a wheelchair, and, so for the first person that wants to say racism, you're an effing idiot. Now, how about saying I'm vulgar? Because at least you could pull that one off and it'd be a true statement.
I think that as far as me being a racist or a bigot or anything else like that, I used to buy weed down in Decatur.
Yeah, let's just tell that story.
If you got a problem with me, well, I used to buy weed down
I love
in
that.
Decatur.
You want to call me a racist? My drug dealer was black.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
All of my
That's what I
drug
got
dealers
from it.
are
Yep.
black and on speed dial.
If that's not a racial comment, what is?
Well, I just find it funny. Here's what I find funny, because last week we're just gonna cover this really fast because I think it's friggin' hilarious. Last week we had a woman that wanted to start screaming because she's not educated enough to scream something other than racist, because
And bigot.
she couldn't figure out what she was trying to say, so it was easier to call me a bigot and a racist. Ma'am, I need to go ahead and clarify with you, you dumbass. I'm an equal opportunity hater. I don't just select one and just hate one. I have to be fair about it. I have to hate multiple people.
And we cover it all on the. Yeah,
That's
we
right.
cover it
Yeah.
all.
It wouldn't be fair to just hate one.
It wouldn't be fair.
How can
They
you
would
hate
feel
one?
left out.
Yeah, how can you
And
hate
and
just one?
and then they want to get mad at me and say that and here's somebody that's never ever, this stupid weeotch has never fed a homeless person in her life.
Yeah.
She's probably 3 steps from being one herself, but she wants to throw out something about how I'm a bigot because I didn't want to allow 10,000 homeless immigrants to come here. Instead of looking at it as trying to call me a bigot, look at it from the fact of I try to help the homeless. I already see a problem with homeless in America. We already have our 10,000. We don't need any more.
If not more.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
my point. So try calling me a bigot, but please stand with me down there under the bridge while we're trying to feed people. Then call me a bigot.
And the wind's blowing
Yeah.
at
Ding.
40 miles an hour.
Message.
Yeah, imagine we're
Freezing.
underneath the bridge where it's 7 degrees and the train comes blowing by.
Oh my gosh.
That's cold.
That was awful.
Yeah.
And it was loud.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all
So
see
next
a,
conversation.
do y'all see a change in the political, because as old as I am, it used to be you could say and do whatever you wanted to do, and then it slowly passed to political
yeah.
correctness. Now I think we're getting away from political correctness.
Well, because PC went too far.
it did.
That's the problem. Is PC has gone to the part of pissing people off. I mean,
Yeah.
if your feelings are hurt, here's the thing that gets me. If you, for instance, this lady wanted to pick on us on Facebook. If you don't like it, don't go to it.
Yeah, I mean, where did it become such a big deal?
Facebook, as much as I like Facebook for the good things that it does, it has created a bunch of mammy-pammy, whiny biatches that make them think they're entitled to stuff and they can sit behind the keyboard and type whatever they want and try to threaten people and bully people. But that makes you no better than the person that you're complaining about.
Right. I mean, can't you listen? I mean, we're entitled to our free speech, right? I mean, so
Yeah.
if I don't like something, why can't I say that?
But here's what gets me is if I don't come to your page and type a bunch of harsh, mean, bully type crap, Why do you come to mine? I mean, I don't come to your page and type all that. So when you come to mine and start typing a bunch of effed up stuff, I just block you.
Well,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no time to even worry about you.
Right.
Plus, like this biatch lives on the other side of the United States or something or whatever. I'm never going to meet her. I'd spit in her face if I did and probably go to jail because she's so rude and nasty.
Mhm.
So if I'm never going to meet you, and of course that was a hypothetical, so let's not get our panties in a ruffle. The point is I'm never going to meet you. Why am I going to waste my energy on you?
Isn't that
Yeah.
the truth?
Well, and I have a friend that actually posted something last week, and it started a debate on his thread.
Mm-hmm.
And then this other person chimed in and was like, "Well, if you don't like it, then get off his page."
Yeah.
And he piped up and was like, "My friends and I can have a friendly debate and agree to disagree,
Yeah.
and we're still fine.
Yeah.
So just chill."
And well, then that's what when me and Benny was on the phone last night, I had said, me and Alex will disagree
Yeah.
friggin' once a day sometimes.
Mhm.
But don't make me hate Alex. You know what? It actually makes me respect Alex a little more. Now, Alex, don't just try to pick a fight with me because you think it's going to cause respect, because it might not this time.
As much as you and I argue, we should be sleeping together, dude.
Shut up.
What? I got a video. I saved that video.
Steph, you allowed him in. Why did you unlock the door?
I unlocked the door for Denise. It's not my fault she didn't lock it back.
Hey,
Kids were supposed to.
Well, I got the new digital one, that
Hey,
it automatically locks every 30 seconds.
check this out. If I want in here, I'll get in here.
He
So
has
how
his
about
ways.
this? Let's have this conversation, and then we got to shoot to a commercial. I want to talk about break-ins. We'll go to a commercial, but I want to talk about break-ins and some really simple, yet the alarm companies and security companies have made you believe you're secure. You're stupid if you really believe what these commercials has made you believe.
True.
Buy a gun. I support GeorgiaCarry.org. That's what I support.
Mhm.
We'll be right back, everybody. It's just fun in the morning.
I have a friend, right? Her and I were like, I've known her since she was 4. Her and her husband, get this, they finally got a chance to take a vacation. He's a PhD. She's got her whatever. They work with law enforcement and military and junk like that. And blah, 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 blah. He does UAV training. So they're intelligent folks, right? They paid for a trip up front. Guess where it was to? Belgium, Brussels. They're there right now, and the whole city's completely on lockdown because of the Paris attacks.
How about, I wanted to bring that up
They
too.
can't leave their hotel room.
How about they showed people just nonchalantly now, and this is so funny. Imagine this being a little about the length of this room, but there's a guy for City of Atlanta in green fatigues, just standing there with an AR-15 by his side, just standing like it's a normal sunny day. If he would have been in a hoodie and a pair of blue jeans smoking a cigarette, he would have just blended right in, other than the fact he's green, leaned against the concrete wall. But everybody's just walking to the wrestling match last night, like seeing him was no big deal. And I
That's
wanted
scary.
to snap the picture and say, it's sad when we have to have security like that. It's
Mhm.
really sad when we just walk by like it's not a big deal anymore. And then they went straight to a scene of Paris, where Paris, who's normally a no guns ever seen, to now there's a woman standing there dressed just like she would be in a City of Atlanta full outfit, the hat on, the black bomber jacket, that's the shiny material. She looks like a perfectly dressed citizen with an MP5 and a silencer on the end of it. And I'm like, son of a gun. We went from never seeing guns to she's got a subcompact machine gun with a silencer.
Well, they're
Go ahead.
It concerns me when people that don't know how to use a weapon carry a weapon.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I want to cover when we get back.
But other than that, isn't it weird how we're starting to be more accustomed to that than our police officers are?
That's kind of what I wanted to go with. I wanted to go with the look where we are now. And you're not jumping in a whole lot, so jump in.
Oh, I was just gonna say is it?
I meant the whole
They have-
show. Jump in.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Man, pick up your pace. You know it's fast.
Do
Don't
they
be
have
tossing
a
balls at
prime
me. I'm not a
minister
catcher.
or a president over there. in
It's a
France?
prime minister, wouldn't it be? Well, it'd be queen. Well, Paris is France, so it wouldn't
No,
be a
it's
queen. It's a
There's a president.
is it a
It's a
president?
president.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't holding nothing back after that bombing. He went
Oh,
over
no,
there,
He said we will attack ISIS.
and they did.
So,
They and then
Well,
some.
I posted some too, is because Obama said that we're going to step up our attacks to more specific targets. So what the hell have we been doing? Bombing non-specific targets? It just doesn't.
Here's what I don't get. We can now we have the technology of drones. I mean, I'm even thinking Desert Storm, dude. I remember watching I think they did the movie Firehawks or Thunderbirds or whatever when they sent all these Apaches in. They put in the one that flies behind a mountain with the big surveillance ball, and then you just see these dudes come in.
Laser.
Why are we not doing that? But now we even have the drones. We didn't have to put a man in a plane.
That's true.
You know, I'm back in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I signed back up at Embry-Riddle. I'm getting my master's. I got to finish my bachelor's, but it's a +1 program. So in 3 years, I'll have an associate, a bachelor's, and a master's in professional aeronautics. With my emphasis is on unmanned aerial vehicles and helicopter operations.
Well, with all the stuff that you can do unmanned now, holy cow.
How about a security system on your house that has about 8 drones that if somebody breaks the wall that you set up, that the drones all automatically
What are they?
launch, facial recognition, take pictures, notify the police department, everything.
I'm all for that.
I can do
Too bad you can't put a gun on it.
You can, but now the one I'm looking at right now will hold 6 pounds and can stay up for almost an hour.
Going back.
You not playing a song this time?
No, I just played all our commercials because we kept talking over.
Oh.
All right. I didn't play a song that time because we played all the commercials. And, quite frankly, we are just wearing it out on talking this morning. I was bringing up the facts after watching a bunch of these commercials I've watched over the weekend where security companies are just like trying to make you believe. And I'm not trying to do this to scare you, but I'm finding it funny. If you pay attention to the commercials are designed to kind of brainwash you.
Yeah,
Oh,
They reel you in to suck you in.
Mhm.
My commercials aren't like that.
No, of course not.
No, because I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to sell you false products. You know what I mean? I'm trying to let you know that there's so many people out there trying to sell you false
Hey,
products.
look,
I'm trying to tell you don't go that route.
seriously, those alarm companies are giving you a false sense of security.
Well, the thing that gets me is if I didn't have a dog, okay, if I didn't have a dog, I have these sensors in my ceiling that detect glass breakage.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I was going to lead to begin with. If you have an alarm and you don't have these sensors, you're kind of screwed because a lock only keeps an honest man honest.
Yeah.
So all my doors, once the alarm's on, are immediate, as far as the alarm going off. That's really cool to me. Even if it's a pain in the butt and my wife gets mad because, the alarm goes off, we have to call the people. I don't care. Make as many phone calls as we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's doing its job. But the thing is a lot of people go, well, if you break a window, then you're not opening the window. So the alarm doesn't go off. Well, that's where this sensor that you get put in your ceiling and it picks up those high pitch. It's funny because sometimes I've seen my dog's collar when she goes to shake her neck, her rabies tag will set it off.
Oh, how about
Or somebody throwing silverware in the sink, I set it off. And it doesn't set the alarm off. You just hear the alarm go beep, and that's how we knew it was set off. Because for the longest time, we kept thinking Grandma was setting it off. We're like, why does it keep beeping? The cool thing is when I'm not home, I don't have, people go, man, you got to fear about somebody breaking a window. This thing picks up that sound.
Mhm.
So I'm cool. I ain't even worried about it. That's why I pay for an alarm. But what I'm trying to get is with all these people that pay for these alarms and they put more trust in it than they should. Is that the correct way of saying it?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I have an alarm. Yeah, that still doesn't mean nothing. You better make sure you have nosy neighbors
Yeah.
because the alarm means nothing if your neighbors aren't paying attention.
Mhm.
Another truth.
Because sometimes it's up to 8 minutes for a police car to get here. By then, whoever it is already driven off with your stuff.
Yeah.
The average in the United States for response time is 12 minutes. That's
just an average.
That's FBI. That includes, in a sheriff office handles a county. Okay, so theirs is obviously going to be longer because the county's bigger than a city. But then in a city, it can be 2 and 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Right.
But here's the thing too: is the act has to be identified. We don't, as normal human beings, when somebody breaks in our house, that we don't call 911 immediately. We always go check to see who the hell it is or what it is.
Well, my daughter yesterday, here's an aggravating thing. I go to knock on her door yesterday. She didn't look through the peephole. She cracks the door and looks to see who I am. And I said, Emmy, you probably should look through the peephole. She's like, well, I was checking to see who it was. I'm like, yeah, but I could have pushed you out of the way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's those little errors that happen.
Well, it shouldn't. I think is if you have a family unit, like you have here, is that if you're going to be out past a certain hour, let's say 10 o'clock, you need to let everybody else in the house know.
Yeah. Well, my rule too, when you say 10 o'clock, so this, I don't mean to get off your subject, but my 10 o'clock rule is, for instance, Beth and her boyfriend one time showed up here after 10.
Mm-hmm.
I raised hell a little bit. You should have texted me and told me you were coming in. You should have told me you were fixing to come through that front door. One time our boyfriend rang the door.
Oh no.
And when I open, I have a window. I see who it is. I open the door. He goes, oh my God, you got your gun. I went,
oh yeah.
Oh my God, you came to my house after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and says, I'm a little floored that you pulled a gun on me. I said, I'm a little floored you were stupid enough to come to my house at 11 o'clock at night. You already know the 10 o'clock rule.
Yeah.
And why didn't you just ding the doorbell? Why did you pound on the door?
Yeah, wrong answer there.
Don't
buddy.
dick move me. I'm coming with a gun. I'm sorry. That's just
especially in this neighborhood.
Yeah, you already know I carry it. Why would you be surprised I didn't come to the door with it?
And where I live, I'm out there pretty much kind of in the country, and the house is way off the road. So if you come in the yard, the dogs, which is the best alarm system in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little dog, and then you got big mean dogs. The little dog will notify the big dogs every day of the week.
Hey, Sparky, get up.
But I'm here to tell you, the owner of the property, his son was hunting, and we didn't notice the truck on the back of the property over there. But when one of us came home, it was like, hey, there's a truck down there. I took off immediately, gun in hand, flashlight in hand. And everybody was like, no. I'm like, oh, yeah. It's not funny anymore.
No.
If somebody's going to break into your house at night, let me tell you something. They got Weibos.
Let me tell you something. If you're breaking
Weibos.
in, you're going to have to, you break in my house, you're going to have to earn it.
There you go. Good way to say it.
You're going to have to earn it. I believe every house in the United States should have a 12 gauge in it. I mean, that's just my personal preference.
Well, I'm a member of a lot of these gun groups and all that other stuff. And I mean, when you're talking to a guy that's got as much knowledge about firearms as like me or Alex or some of these guys, they got AKs and ARs and freaking landmines and claymores. You know what? People don't break into my house.
Well, people don't break in mine either because they're like, that crazy bastard's got his gun on. He's at the mailbox again.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, it was like when we went shooting.
I don't need you to thinking you're breaking in my house. Right. Yeah, speaking of shooting, because I wanted to address something about y'all going shooting. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so when we went shooting, it was pretty cool when Alex was having me or showing me shooting both hands.
Right.
Because he was like, if you get shot in your right hand that you usually shoot with, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, here's my argument behind everybody going to the target range. And y'all say whatever you want. I have had guns pulled on me numerous times. And I've had to pull a couple times. But my point is, each time that I've ever had a gun pulled on me, the furthest was maybe 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened a couple times. And normally I'm in like 3 feet of whoever's ever pulled a gun on me with 3 feet. And I know the times that I've had to pull a gun, I'm within 2-3 feet. At 3 feet, like being the very most.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't pull a gun unless I feel it's a have to situation, because once you skin it, it's done.
Right.
So don't pull it unless you plan on using it, you know?
Absolutely.
And I have never pulled it without having full intentions on using it. And I don't want anybody to believe I just pulled a gun because I planned on killing somebody. I felt that I had no options. That's when I did it. So my point here being, though, all these people are going to these target range and they're running the target out and they're talking about how dead center they can be at 50 feet and at 30 feet. I believe a police officer probably needs to be accurate at 50 feet. But me, I don't ever plan on, if you're 50 feet away, that means I can get away.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
And the state of
legally-
Georgia is going to say that too.
Legally, just about anywhere, it's 21 feet. And they might add a foot or two for a knifed edge. But even all the students that I've had and all the training I've ever done outside of the military, outside of law enforcement, was 21 feet. That's the farthest you need to learn to shoot.
I just feel that, you know, if I've got more than a couple shots, I'm hoping the first one scares them off.
Yeah.
If they continue coming, then we'll worry about it. But I'm real happy with the fact that 90% of the time, if I ever got to pull it, I plan on either shooting you in your face, your chest, your gut, because I'm just doing whatever it takes to get away from you. I don't care how accurate I shoot. People are like making cracks about how great they can shoot from how many distances away. If I wanted to go deer hunting, then I'd go get a rifle and worry about shooting 100 yards away.
Right.
I only plan on shooting you when I absolutely have no options but to get away. Because if you're more than 10 feet away from me, I most likely am shooting at you with a 12 gauge anyways. And then it really don't matter if you're 10 or 50 feet. I'm still shooting you with a 12 gauge. I mean, and I'm not trying to turn this show into a whole gun protest over here. I'm just using just terms, man. There's so many people that keep talking about all these break-ins, and I'm just sitting back going, when is America going to decide to take America back? You know,
Yeah.
when is going to be that point when people stand up for themselves? When is going to be the point where people start saying we're not taking this anymore? And I believe what's going to happen is when everybody starts making it obvious we're not taking it anymore, a lot of this theft crap will stop. When these people know they can just break in a house and get away with it, then the next group of idiots that see it on the news are like, hey, that's a good idea. You know, we just watched somebody else get robbed in Redan last night. They were making a crack about this lady was getting out of a car. And these people in this apartment complex just walk up to the car with a gun. Give me your purse. Well, at what point do these people, I believe, soon there will be a point where somebody goes, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea anymore because that lady's probably got a gun and she's going to kill one of us. That's
Yeah.
the way it needs to be.
Look
looked at.
what happened right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
in
lady was ran
Covington.
over.
Yeah.
You know they caught those folks in
Tennessee.
Manchester,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yep.
That's you know what,
Hang them high, man.
if you know a law enforcement guy, you need to pat him on the back because that's a pretty damn good accomplishment.
And
Yeah.
after they had already done one other one, I think there was a third one, wasn't there, before they were caught?
Well, from what I understand, they've been doing it up and down the East Coast,
Yeah.
kind of. You know,
They've been doing it. a
it's the same
couple
car
places.
too. You know,
Like, yeah, like, are you?
you know what? You deserve to go to jail forever.
Hang them high in the streets.
Yeah. Well,
Bring back public hanging, public caning, and
Yeah.
chopping a hand off. And I guarantee you a lot of stuff around here stop.
Did you ever watch Wayward Pines?
If you rape
questioned-
if you rape a woman, I believe both hands should be cut off.
Mhm.
Both hands.
Mm.
Leave your forearms, just cut them off at the wrist. I guarantee you'll never rape another one.
you know what? Because rape is
Or your
a crime
wiener.
of it's not a crime of passion. It's a crime of, you know,
It's a mental thing.
yeah, it's a power issue.
Yeah.
I think you know what? If you start like in Europe, when you do stuff, when you go to jail, it sucks. I mean, think
Well,
about it.
here's the thing. If
Jail
you're,
here-
if you're a rapist,
Yeah.
I think we should have each prison, instead of having general population,
Yes, sir.
each prison should be that population.
I agree.
If you're a rapist, we're going to put you in prison with 100,000 other rapists, and it's a free-for-all. KY for everybody.
No KY.
no KY.
Make
For the-
it hurt.
No, for the first month.
Oh my God, did he?
For the first month, they get KY. Then you take it away. It's like cocaine. You have to get them hooked. You give them a little bit of cocaine till they come back and buy some cocaine. You start giving them some KY, and then you just restrict the KY.
Well, you know, they used to treat them with what sulfur and saltpeter to kill the sex drive.
I don't know.
And
I just say put all the rapists in one place, and whoever survives, survives.
I think there should be more
Put all the
of a-
cat burglars in one place and let them all be kleptos and steal from each other. Each person's going to kill somebody eventually for stealing
see
from
how
them.
well that goes.
and murder. They
All
just put 'em
child
in a big
molesters, put them in
pit.
one building.
Hey, I once again,
The
I'm
one
gonna
that's the
say-
young, prettiest one would be the one that's in trouble. Why you
say-
growing your hair out? Why'd you quit shaving? Girl, I need to look older.
Why'd you quit shaving? It's November.
the 20-year-old child molester all of a sudden has a 60-something-year-old guy trying to hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I say that.
And I'm not trying to make
prisons
jokes
suck.
out of something so horrible as child molestation. I'm trying to make everybody open their eyes, excuse me, to the fact that these assholes should pay for their sins.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I got 5 minutes left to get that out, but I wanted to be very clear. Well, because at 9, I try to really clean it up. I just
Yeah.
wanted to be very clear on these people that are taking away something. What you as a child molester would be taken from my child, no court system can give back to my child.
Right.
Exactly.
So the worst torment of pure hell on earth that could be pushed on the man who was to do something like that to my child, you deserve it. You
Mhm.
deserve.
Mhm.
And people want to then kind of go, well, Scotty, who are you to say judgment? Well, if you did that to my kid, you deserve whatever you get.
And judgment doesn't have to do with that.
That's right.
Everybody judges.
That's exactly right.
We're human.
So what else we got this morning and coming up on 9?
Some crazy news out there. Just I got some friends that finally
You do?
they're just two of them. Finally, after years and years and years,
I
of
guess
hard
if there's
work
two, you
and-
still put an S behind friend. So you go ahead.
well, there are a couple, so it's
Okay.
This two people I know. Kind of good. But get this, they finally get their vacation of a lifetime. Guess where they end up going?
Oh my God.
Brussels, Belgium.
And that's where the crap hit the fan.
Crap at the fan. They're on level 4 terrorist threat. They're completely locked down. They had to be escorted basically from the airport to the hotel, and they can't even go to the embassy. They can't go anywhere. They can't leave their
Wow.
And here's the thing. I know we got let's go to commercial and come back and let's talk about going overseas. Let's have that discussion because I'm trying to tell people that keep saying they want to go on vacations. I'm like, I don't know that I want to leave the United States right now. I mean, I don't care how pretty it is. Hell, if we're not safe here, look what happened at WWE last night. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Oh, can you imagine? And you're talking thousands of dollars to go to Brussels. I put a little thing up about being back on there. Did it come out on Just for Fun Radio? Facebook?
Oh, I don't know.
Somewhere along the line, all that got jacked on me. I don't know what that is.
Jump in, Steph. Are you sleepy?
No,
Don't you give me an attitude.
I'm not giving you an attitude.
I just see you like.
Well, yeah, actually, I am kind of sleepy, but
So I was just trying to ask.
But I was also trying to look up stories.
Oh, okay. I'm just like.
Yeah, you do that as I'm yawning. Thanks.
Please remind me to never hold your hand and put objects in your face.
Wow.
Especially when my mouth is open.
Wow.
Oh, especially right now, you just said that. How you doing?
Jacob wants to know if we're calling the Bluestone Bar.
Yeah, no. I guess we're supposed to harass somebody.
Oh yeah, because he's already getting lit up this morning.
You want me to call and act like a black guy? Well, that'd be fun.
Oh my God. Yo, I like the red blues.
Rick James, bitches.
Don't get up. I was just loving them. Don't get up. Don't get up. You don't have to get up. Just wait there. Just wait there. You don't get up. Boy, you need a bath. You stink. You stink. You stink. Oh, God, you stink. Stay. Don't get up.
Dang.
Oh, who am I to disagree? Everybody looking for something.
Don't worry. I'll be trying to work on it. Yeah, I don't think we can talk about that one though.
That one?
Yeah, a beauty contest for balls.
For what?
For balls.
Oh my God.
The winner can win $5,000.
That is,
Second place, $3,000.
that alone is
And third
insane.
place, $2,000.
And it's a sack.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you have what it takes to win this testicle beauty pageant?
I do.
Well, at least you're not saying it on radio right now. We're just saying it,
On YouTube.
yeah, on YouTube. So YouTube listeners is getting behind the scenes that we can't really discuss.
Not now, because it's after 9.
So it's a nut sack beauty contest.
Yes.
Holy
My
Tomatoes.
husband would win.
wow.
Wow, Denise.
Okay.
Really now?
What is the is it based on prettiness or size or what? And what makes you think David would win?
Okay, let's see.
Because I have to say that he's my husband.
Oh my God, you're an idiot. That is not what I meant. I meant, are you trying? Never mind.
Now, what are you comparing his to?
I'm saying, really.
I've been married
He's
before.
He's encouraging the men of the world to nominate their balls via photo submission on the site where users
It sounds like
Sorry
a, it
for
sounds
that,
like a
Judge.
homosexual man who just wants to see a bunch of
I
nuts.
feel sorry for that, Judge.
Well, it says where users can rank which pair reigns supreme. So other people look at it.
Well, I give it good on a sad quality. It seems to be fluffy.
I'm gonna vomit.
If you win, you're not.
Longmire needs to send his in.
If you win, your naughty bit will then be 3D scanned.
Why is there a picture of that dude's knees and his nuts? Because they hung that low.
Look, Jacob's typing something, so you know he's loving what we're talking about.
That is disgusting. Yeah, I got to install. Look, I bought another lock like this, by the way.
Up or
down
down
here?
here?
It was $69. I went ahead and bought it yesterday because.
Wow, so we're talking about nuts, and then you go 69.
Nah, Smarty. You're the only one that went there. We didn't.
Oh my God.
What does it say?
My friend Nikki worked in a home for special needs adults, claimed a resident while pooing would be deep in the water. Balls deep.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
What is Jacob saying? I'm not reading.
That's what I just read to you.
Oh, that. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Says bigger is better than smaller, and dangly is better than not dangly.
Just damn.
Regarding the degree of dangle, I think it looks
The
better.
degree of dangle.
Great. We're hanging at a.
It swings at a 45 degree.
We're hanging at a 50-degree angle.
How's it hanging?
Wow.
He said I'm here to help.
Yeah, you're covering the internet part of the video show really, really well.
Okay, I'll volunteer to show mine.
I volunteer as tribute.
Travis wants me to play the song. I got to download it. I made that comment the other day. He had asked for this song.
Which song is it?
That one.
Is there's like 2 of them that he said.
This one.
Oh,
What's the name of the song? White Trashed and Redneck?
He said y'all are going to cause a lung rupture from laughter.
that's funny.
Nope, that's Rebel Son.
See if you can find it.
We're going back live. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all shapes, sizes, color, we're back.
My mic didn't want to go down.
So
Wow, who's Mike?
Or my
what does that mean?
We couldn't get this mic to get up. What are you talking about?
That's what happens when you're gone for a couple of months. But at least I'm hanging around.
Yeah, for anybody that was just watching YouTube,
that was
you're
code.
getting to hear something there. Censor what we can't go in detail, but censor what the contest is about.
Good luck.
Just call it
Yeah, good luck.
call it a change purse.
Okay. Do you have what it takes to win this change purse beauty pageant?
People are gonna be like, huh?
And if you have the prettiest change purse, you could win $5,000. Second place is $3,000, and third place is $2,000. And
Honorable mentions.
if you win, you get your change purse 3D scanned and their likeness forever immortalized.
Yeah, when you
in a
blow
novelty.
like that, Denise, I need you to pull back a little bit from the microphone
Boy, you've heard that before.
because you just like blew eardrums out on that one.
Yeah, you've heard that one before. Just
You get
face.
a 3D print of your change purse.
Mhm.
Wow. Is there a congeniality category?
You
Most
know, it
photogenic.
just-
Would that be miscongeniality?
Most photogenic, pliable.
I said off
Degree.
air, and I'll say it now. I feel that it's just a gentleman of
That prefers-
questionable sexuality that
Or-
just wants to
Yeah.
see a bunch of guys email him some
change
some
purses.
some Christmas ornaments.
Ah, that was good.
Yeah, because it says
No, wait. What is it?
it says
Silver bells. What? Silver bells.
You're going to hell.
I'm just saying. It apparently sounds like somebody is just basically saying, "Hey, man, send me some pictures of your testes." Nobody has a comment to that.
Yeah, because
That means it's a true statement if
Yeah.
that's what everybody really feels.
Well, I keep a lot of change in my change purse.
God. Well, this says
Do they jangle when they wangle?
a lot of
Do
coins.
they sprinkle
in-
when you tinkle?
This is a lot of coins in the change purse. Looks nice, but a little coins
Yeah.
in the change purse looks like an old deflated balloon.
I agree.
So then, next conversation, because I think
Okay.
that's about as far as we need to go.
Yes.
About as far as legally we can go.
Wow.
So, does
Jingle,
anybody
jingle.
underfill water balloons?
Oh my God.
So, we're going to talk about traveling.
Ooh.
Are you
Yes,
holding
let's talk
up-
about travel. Here's
talk
my
about travel.
problem. I keep telling people, I have to tell people, for instance, Steve yesterday, Karen's husband, mentioned going to the Bahamas. I said, that's still considered the United States, so I have to have a passport. Question.
Do you really?
I'm asking as a question. He said the last
Mm.
time that he was there, he said they didn't, but he thinks now they're requiring it because of all the stuff that's happening. So here's my point, though. If they would still consider the Bahamas United States, if they consider the travel on the boat, I mean, how far in open waters do we actually become where our U.S. rules do not apply? The reason I say this, I don't want to end up in another country, which is what I've been telling people ever since I saw the first Taken movie. I do not want to end up in another country where my U.S. citizen rules, logic, and law that I have grown up loving no longer applies. Like, when you get to some of these countries, what you know to be right and wrong, that's just our laws. That's the way we've been born and raised. But you get to another country, their laws are not the same.
Right.
The only time your real laws will be the same is when you go inside that gate of the embassy.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, you
Mhm.
better have paperwork to get inside that embassy or they don't let you through the gate, right?
Well, you have to identify yourself. In most embassies I've ever had to go to in other countries, you have to you've got to identify yourself.
You don't just
as-
walk in.
No, they don't do that no more.
So all these movies where you see the people run up screaming, I'm a U.S. citizen, but you have nothing, that doesn't mean they're just going to let you walk through the gate.
Right.
See, that's my fear. What if I get there, all my identification gets stolen, my hotel room's ransacked? Where do I go?
Okay, well, you can still
Home?
you could make an appointment. at an
How
embassy.
are you going to get home? You
Yeah,
can't
I
leave the
know.
country. You have no passport.
You can make an appointment to get into an embassy, and then on top of that, that's why the State Department has embassies. So if you're in jail in a foreign country, you can get a message to. There's Amnesty International. There's a whole bunch of Red Cross, all those things, but the State Department will come and they're supposed to assist you.
Supposed to.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to give you, in some of the weirdo places I've been, and I was just telling my friend who's in Brussels this last week, I said, look, we have this sense of like, wow, you work in an embassy. But the fact of the matter is they're just administrative people that are gathering intelligence on where they're stationed.
Where they're stationed.
And it's not necessarily intelligence like, CIA stuff. It's demographics, it's economy, it's stuff like that. And
It's stuff to report back here, so we know.
right. That's all it is. It's human intelligence, and the thing about it is you think, oh wow, man, these guys work in an embassy. They're so cool. They're so smart. They're so credible. In reality, they're just somebody. I mean, when I was trying to get my daughter's dual citizenship in Munich, let me tell you something. The people I were dealing with were complete knuckleheads. And you know what? They would just laugh and they'd go, we don't even know the paperwork. And it's like, are you serious? And they were Americans. It's just that some people choose to work outside of our country, and
Or work outside of our system.
well, you know what? A lot of embassies now do not have U.S. Marines guarding them.
Why?
Probably 'cause
Private
of that.
contractors.
Oh, I was going to say probably because of that. What is
Benghazi?
it? Benghazi.
No. So it was going on before that. But what?
So we're
happens-
now paying companies.
and these guys make a lot of money.
Well, here's the stupid part. So we as citizens are paying our taxes.
Mhm.
So our taxes, meaning we are paying for private contractors that are making $100 an hour.
Yeah.
To
Here-
guard something that the Marines used to do.
Right. Now, when they do talk about Benghazi and they talk about the 2 Navy SEALs, those 2 Navy SEALs were not active duty Navy SEALs. They were former Navy SEAls.
What are we talking about?
Benghazi.
Benghazi.
Okay.
The 2 guys that got killed, because they always say, and the 2 Navy SEAls. Yes, they were Navy SEAls, but they're not active duty Navy SEAls. They're security. So,
And these are the cats that are getting paid, $250,000 a year
mhm.
to work over there.
Yes,
Like
sir.
I know that there was a Porterdale cop one time that left Porterdale to go work for $190,000 a year to just
Wow.
help train
Mm.
a police, police people over there.
police people.
That's the best way to word it.
Yeah.
And he was getting paid tax-free $190,000 a year. He was able to in 1 year pay his house off.
Gosh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
But I mean, look at what
So
all
he
they
comes
have
home,
to
buys
do.
a
I was about to
motorcycle,
say,
all
it's
sorts of
look
stuff.
all he has to go through, though.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I was offered $230,000 by a group called PAE, and they're owned by Lockheed Martin to be a security manager on what's called a FOB, a forward operating base in Afghanistan. The thing about it is you're absolutely right, but there's other things that you have to look at in this case. Is that if you're going to spend like 11 plus months out of country, you are no longer a citizen of the United States.
Right.
That's how they get away with not paying taxes.
Yep.
Right.
So are you willing to become an expat? I mean, are you willing to give up your citizenship? Because this particular company wanted me to become a citizen of Liberia. And then I would have to go through, just like, Juan Valdez, I would have to come back. I'd have to take the test. I'd have to get my American citizenship back. And quite frankly, there's no amount of money that's going to have me not be an American citizen.
Right.
So, and plus living conditions do suck.
Yeah.
So
So I just got, hey, is that Mike? I said, yes. They said, cool. They said, tell that fat, see you in Tahiti. I said, hello.
Okay, I, was
morning.
gonna
I
get
am
to him
so happy
good morning.
that there is so much love
break.
Well, wait till
for Mike to be back.
Well,
Steph, why are we both scratching our goatees? You seem to be bothering me with that motion. I'm over here scratching my goatee because my skin's a little dry. We're running the gas heat. I'm over here. Look at the hand I'm using. Me and Steph. Steph sits to my left side. So
We're mirroring.
she sits on my left. I sit on her right. With my right hand, I'm scratching my goatee and rubbing my fat little double chin under my chin.
Turkey neck.
And Steph is rubbing her goatee and her little turkey neck with her left hand. We look like we're facing each other in the mirror. By looking at you, which is my image of the mirror, I need to shave.
I shaved already, thank you.
Mike's head is to his knees. He don't know what to say.
It's No Shave November.
Steph, look in the mirror. How'd your eyes look this morning?
Yours look blood bloodshot.
If you were looking in the mirror,
Too
come
much
on,
Walking
chick.
Dead.
You
Yeah,
were looking in the
blood
mirror.
red,
That's looking in the mirror. That
Yeah,
means your
they're-
eyes, not my eyes.
like they're blood red.
So your eyes are blood red.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
She's been watching way too much Walking Dead. They're whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, just so everybody knows, I'm not permanently back on the morning show. I'm just going to be kind of filling in.
He's
going
to be a spotter,
Yeah, I'm going to be your spotter.
pitch hitter.
I'm just right down the street now.
Well,
Street.
the thing is Steph with Ash, you never know her schedule all the time. This one over here is going to get her liquid Drano put in and cleaning her pipes out, and she'll be gone for a couple of days. So I figure this would be great to bring Mike in here and there.
Rooter, what's going on?
She's going to get snaked. Word on the street is Doc
Wow.
is wanting to come back. So, at least this gives us a full amount of people to be able to shuffle around.
Right.
And it keeps us from just having boring, dull moments. And we know if Doc does try to come back, I don't mean that in like you know what I'm trying to say. She can't be here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. So this gives us floaters is what we need.
Oh, cool.
I
We're
don't want
floaters.
floaters.
I'm a sinker.
The word is floaters means you're eating healthy, by the way.
No, you need more. I thought it was you needed more fiber if you.
No, floaters mean you're
floaters.
eating healthy.
This conversation
No, they should
stinks.
sink if you're eating healthy.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have floaters.
Mm.
There's too much corn in them if they float.
Shut up. Okay, commercial time.
How about
We
them
love you
trees?
guys. We'll be right back.
Jacob said rooter.
This song, Travis has been begging for this song, so I've got to play it. And after the poop and the corn, this song somehow fits.
About the international waters extend out about 24 miles from coast.
See, I've always wondered.
Well, because that's how you can.
So what's the mileage from Miami to the Bahamas?
90
How many?
miles.
90 miles. So
We're
in
in international waters.
So in theory, we could have piracy within the 50-mile mark, right? So look, from the United States, it's 25 miles out. From the Bahamas, it's 25 miles out. So that's 50. So that's 40 miles of, oh my God, what could happen?
Have you ever taken a cruise?
No, I've never been on a cruise. We're wanting.
They
but-
bust straight to the international coastal waters, and then once they get to the waters, they go like this.
So you can't have that problem?
No.
Oh, it takes longer.
Extends your trip out at sea.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They go back.
How about you just hurry up and get me there?
No. Why would they do that?
I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy some of the stuff on the boat.
Well, we're talking about doing a just for fun cruise. So
I don't have a passport. I'm trying to get one.
I'm gonna have to get one too.
I don't have one either.
This isn't my name. So
I
that's the trouble.
Because what we're finding, I gotta go pee by the way. What we're finding out is if we all book through the same people, it makes our price go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling cruise.
Now here's the other thing. One of the guys was saying, if you get this cabin up top with the beautiful blah blah blah, I said, dude, I'm only going to the cabin to go sleep.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
need a cabin any bigger than this. And they're like, how can you sleep in that? I said, dude, I've slept in a Motel 6.
I
I mean,
probably
you know-
slept 2 or 3 nights right by the pool.
If
on
I
the
could
lounge
sleep in
chair,
a-
drunk.
I've never been on a cruise.
Oh,
Well,
I
that's
was-
why we want to get on one, and that's why I would rather have low accommodations
Lipson deck. So.
and the money be cheaper, and us be able to still have fun.
Well, I mean, down on the Lipson deck, it's like what you see on the Navy, man. It's like boom.
Well, the reason
I'm gonna be
thinking that-
sleeping. I don't
Ain't
care.
nobody screwing.
Here's
I
the
mean,
thing: is we found one that would be $1,000 a person.
Mhm.
It's everything,
inclusive.
but it's all your liquor and everything else. So I said I would rather spend the $300 a piece
Mhm.
because I'm not going to drink enough to make a difference.
Oh, I will.
And yeah, but what I'm saying is instead of spending $1,000
Yeah.
a piece, I spend $300 and you get everything but the liquor.
The
My
food's
wife, everything's included but the liquor.
included? Oh, wow.
So
So
my
it's
point is-
$700 for liquor.
Well, that's my point though. Is my wife going to drink $1,400 worth of liquor?
Right.
Because that's what the difference would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had my liquor supplied and her liquor supplied, it's going to be $1,400 more.
Right.
Is she going to drink $1,400 worth of liquor? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
That would be the same thing with us for David, like because David doesn't.
Maybe
David
all of
yeah.
us, maybe all
I
of
may
us
sip or
total.
drink here and there, but I'm not going to drink.
Obviously are really expensive.
Oh yes.
Holy smokes. I mean,
One of my buddies said his bill alone was over $300 in drinks, but it's not $700 in drinks.
me and the girl I went with, our bill was probably $250 every day. Every day we drank that much. But I mean, you get up in the morning, there's this big breakfast, you eat some pineapple, and you go lay in the sun. I was shooting skeet off the back of the boat. We were bowling. We watched a movie. And we did everything we could possibly. We went dancing at night. We got stoned as hell with the crew. It was great. But
We're still on camera.
we ate. We ate, and all the meals, they gave you this big freaking thing. It wasn't like you ordered your meal. It was just what was for dinner.
Now look, Doc's got a set of friends that are comedians. Well, one's a comedian, one's just the wife. But they get people together to do the cruise, and they get to go for free.
Yeah.
So they get like 10 or 15 people together. It makes theirs cheaper, and these two get to go free. Well, my logic is instead of me and Crystal trying to go free, it would just make everybody's a lot lower. You know, instead of saying, look, I want to get theirs lower. Huh?
I'll get it together, I'll go free.
Whatever. I'm saying instead of me trying to get free,
the two people are going free. Everybody pitches in 600.
yes, I want to try to get the grand total lower.
Right.
I'm not trying to get me free because my problem is, yeah, okay, let's sneak it in and me get free. If yours ain't extremely low, you're probably not going to go. And if one couple
Right.
backs out, my price goes back up.
How long were the cruise weeks, Steph? You remember? Were they like 22 weeks or 24 weeks?
I'll go by the carnival place up here at Amici's and find out some information.
Yeah,
Julie used to set them up all the time.
yeah.
I never could go on it because I don't have a passport. Yeah, old Julie. I wonder whatever happened to Buddy. Is he still around?
I got to catch this call. I didn't
I don't
know.
know.
What about Charles? Remember old Charles?
Hey, what's up?
I think David told me that he did
He did.
when I saw David a couple of weeks ago.
I knew a father, Charles.
Oh,
He
Jesus,
passed.
I have no idea. One of the
Saint
listeners
Pius.
has been saying,
I love
play that song. I said, is it clean?
It
He
was
said,
cool.
I miss
"Yes,
Father
it doesn't have any
Walsh.
cuss in it." So I
Father
just
Walsh
played
was
that.
mean.
He was awesome
I
though.
didn't hear
Father Walsh was mean.
He'd always call me. He'd be like, "Hello, Lily."
What?
I was like, "That's not my name, but I'll take it."
Yeah, Father Walsh,
What did you think of Father John?
what did I think of Father John? He said he could have been the Pope.
So I didn't even get to hear it. I was in the bathroom. That was
You know?
right for me.
Not John Wall. Kieran.
Oh.
No. How stupid was it?
He's the reason a lot of us in
Well,
our
you know,
age group left.
I was doing all that stuff for the first Christian
Oh, my
church in
God.
Monroe.
I asked him, I said, please tell me I can play it.
And
What?
Okay. It'd be
the
deleted.
pastor,
I just
Daryl
played the one
Portwood,
song. That's
just
why I
left,
said
and that was
dedicated
the
to
whole
Travis.
reason I went there.
Okay.
So now I'm churchless.
Okay. All right. Yes,
See, I
we'll
went to
talk about
Cross
it when we
Point
come
down
back.
here, And when I left the
All right, bye.
Catholic church, I went to Cross Point Christian for a long time.
What is it?
That damn song.
Yes.
It's like you're going.
All right,
to
going
see,
back. I still got to pee. How did I just go pee, but I didn't go pee?
The music is this.
Because you was in there like you had to.
No.
All right, going back live. So we just had a customer at Rob's call in.
Uh-oh.
Basically, I returned their call, but they called in and said, what classification of music do you call that song? And I went, I have no idea. I didn't hear it. You know, we were on commercial break. We're talking, getting ready for the next comeback part, you know.
Mhm.
I went to the bathroom, of course, returned this phone call. I said, how bad was it? And he says, it was the stupidest song that you've ever played. And that's the censor version of what he said. But the customer, she was like, what kind of classification do you call that? And I said, I don't know. I haven't heard it. I said, Travis had begged for that song multiple times. So I'm like, I'll play it. And now it's like, what the Halo did I just play?
Yeah, I was about to say, what song was
It's called White Trashed and Redneck.
Well, there you go.
It's Steph's song.
But I figured it would be like, like maybe go beat that child that's screaming up there. Please bring his scalp down here to prove that you scalped him with a spoon. But yeah, I figured it was going to be like Rebel Sun, where it's this rock version of White Trash, blah, blah, blah. Apparently this is a ridiculously stupid song. So Travis, it played once. and it was dedicated to Travis because he wanted it. But I apparently need to listen to it. I just said, Travis, is it clean? Can I play it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll play it. Holy cow, that has got to be the most ridiculous friggin' song ever.
Yeah,
we've never had somebody call in to go, what the hell? Now, like I have had text messages say, what the hell? For instance, does anybody know who the Honey Dippers are? Okay.
The music?
It's the music.
Yeah.
It's a group called the Honey Dippers. And the song is Sea of Love.
Oh, yeah.
Old song.
It's an old song. I say old. It came out in the 80s when I was like 11. I love the song. So I used to sing the song while riding in the car with my mom. And I love the song. I'll always play the song. But certain listeners will send me a message and go, oh my God, what is this? And I'm like, it's Robert Plant, the lead singer of Zeppelin, dude. You have to have respect for Robert Plant. But it's the band called the Honey Dippers. Robert Plant created a band. And it's not like Zeppelin, of course.
Oh, no.
But anyways, I just thought that was so friggin' funny. So for the next break, we'll have to pay it back for something a little more upbeat. I'm going to have to just listen to the song to go, oh my God. So explain it. It's just a comedy song.
Yeah, it's just a comedy
I
song.
wish I would have known it was a comedy song because I would have like told everybody, be prepared for this comedy song or this funny song.
Yeah.
I just walked away playing it.
Yeah, he said
you know what? This just taught me a
it.
very valuable lesson to never play something without hearing it first.
Yeah. He said that he dedicated it to me for our anniversary.
I wish that would have been said to me and I could have said that before I played it.
Yeah. See what Alex said?
She says she wants Limp Bizkit now to make up for that. Well, no problemo. I can definitely give you some Limp Bizkit for that one.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
And since that's Steph and Travis's wedding anniversary, Steph, he can just give you something limp later.
Whoa!
What?
Change purse.
Hey,
Change purse.
how you doing?
Change purse.
You can
So-
make change. Alex said you can redeem yourself by playing Into the Mystic.
I don't even know that one. How horrible is that?
I say we play Grandma Got Ran Over by a...
Okay, speaking of, so I'm trying to coerce Kathy Bragg into coercing Dustin Bragg into doing a Dustin Bragg's Christmas.
Aw.
That'd be neat.
And I want him to come over here and we will record. And now we're going to get Savannah Webb as well to record stuff like, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I Caught You Kissing Santa Claus. The 12 Days of Redneck Christmas. Stupid.
Just for
upbeat,
fun.
Just for some fun stuff.
Just for fun Christmas.
I can't do Mariah Carey Silent Night
I can't.
because it's retarded. That is like the slowest, worst Christmas song ever. And I don't want to have a lot of stupid Christmas songs playing. I want to get some really just ridiculously crazy just for fun. How can we help you?
We could use R2D2. Oh.
Hello.
Well, what's going on, guys, this morning?
What's happening?
Moaning.
Good
Not a
morning.
whole lot. Morning, Wood.
He at least said it. Mike doesn't know this. We'll have to explain it.
No,
That's okay.
I know what a morning is.
No, but it. Yeah, but you don't know what. I just got that, Mike. Sorry, Mike's over here sliding jokes in that we didn't get. You said morning wood. She holds up the piece of wood, and I said, Mike, I'm gonna have to explain it. And he points to it and says, "Well, I know what morning is," meaning he insinuates he knows nothing about the other part. Go ahead, there, caller.
Wow.
I just want to welcome Mike back.
Thank you.
Don't tell me thank you. Shut up, Mike.
Well, to be honest with you, they threw him out of bingo, And, you know,
Yeah.
he got in trouble for yelling bingo at the wrong times. He got in trouble for trying to copy off the girl next to him. And we kept trying to say,
How
this
is
ain't a
that not
test.
fair? How is that not fair?
It's not a test. How can you copy off the person next to you?
I won, didn't I?
It's because you kept stealing her cards, dude.
Cheaters never lose.
And then they caught him in the back counterfeiting bingo cards. I mean, that is just ridiculous.
You know, talking about that, why can't we just come up with our own poker chips?
Take that
It
stuff
got
back
really
to Germany, Mike.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, you're coming in
Take
broken and
that stuff
stupid.
back to Germany. We don't need none of that.
Go back to
Leave our
zero.
old people bingo players alone.
No.
Well, what do you want him to do? Score a date with your grandma again?
Oh, is she still single?
She's still single. Oh my God.
She doesn't have gray glistening hair on her back, does she?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because
Let's not go there.
that is a turn.
So what's up with you today, sir?
Just trying to push through this short work week, man.
Oh yeah,
That's about it.
everybody got big plans. Everybody doing the Thanksgiving thing.
I'm pigging out on Thursday just like the rest of you.
Cool.
Oh, I got started yesterday, early Thanksgiving with my grandparents.
Is she
So,
single
he was- yeah,
and she could cook?
Wow.
he likes big guys.
Bonus round.
And she does laundry.
Does she have a change purse?
Yeah.
Don't answer.
Don't answer that.
No, she doesn't. I was going to bring one.
So, how are you doing today, sir?
Mm.
You know, it is the
Usual. How
world.
about
of
you guys?
What are you
I'm in
doing?
shock over here right now. I'm still hung up on the crappy song that I played that nobody warned me about.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Was
That
it
was
bad?
pretty-
You heard
I
it. Was
turned
it
it
really
off.
bad?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
The first song so bad people turned it off.
That is something in radio you never want to hear.
That
a
is
customer
terrible.
say. Yeah.
You just made it sound like that was better than Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
I like that song.
I'd rather listen to that than what we just did.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
wow.
Christ. Why didn't
Now-
somebody tell me it was a comedy thing?
Now we got to listen to it.
Oh my God. When the show's over, I'm gonna have to listen to it just to shake my head.
We
Too
just
bad
need
it's
to
not like
pull
a
that out of rotation.
too bad it's not a 45. I can just slap it on the table and break it.
Cool.
Another
was a
setup.
good day.
I was set up. I guess I gotta just take it as a setup. I didn't know.
Just look at it as Travis pulled a prank on you.
That's
You
what I'm
know?
saying. Travis got one on me and I didn't notice.
What goes around comes around.
Hey, don't be letting Travis get too many on you, man. You might catch something.
Well, I mean, you know, right now, me and his wife are comparing goatees. I mean, it's starting to
That was so funny.
Oh,
starting
y'all
to.
having fun rubbing goatees over there?
Yeah,
That was
man.
So funny. Oh, wow.
So anyhow,
So no shave November applies to women. Okay. I'm just making a note. Just making a note.
so what's your plans for the week, man?
Continue to work in Buford, and then Thursday we got to go to Houston.
Have to go where?
We got to go to Houston
Oh,
Saturday or
Houston.
Thursday.
What's in Houston?
Houston.
The town.
I know that. Duh.
Oh my God.
Niece.
That's where all the in-laws are.
Oh, really?
Were they at the
How did her
Yeah.
in-laws? Your in-laws? Her in-laws?
No, it's her parent. It's her grandma.
Oh, because I didn't know any of them were up there. Is why I was asking.
Oh yeah. They're up there in the Houston area now, and they've also got a. We may be actually going to Oconee. They've got a lake house out on Oconee now, so
You know that's a
Just up in
lake,
the air.
right?
Mm.
yeah.
Mike wants to know if she's single too.
You know, a
No,
lake
she's not.
house. You ever been to one of those?
Who?
Hello, caller.
Caller, you're breaking up there.
You're coming in broken and stupid.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we were losing you there for a second. So you were asking Mike if he knows what a lake house is?
Yeah, he said, that's a lake, right? Yeah.
Well, no, I was.
He
Never
was
mind.
asking Denise. Duh.
Oh,
She-
whatever.
She pointed out that
Oh,
Houston
no.
was a town. So, and there's some wood
Sorry,
right there.
Denise.
Morning wood.
It's a piece of driftwood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Drift
Yep.
away.
Change purse.
All right, man. Well, you sound like you just got a lot to say, so I hate to cut you off.
You need to slow down and take a breath.
Really.
Yeah,
Can't
for real,
understand
no doubt.
all the
Well, thanks for
words.
calling in, though. If anything else comes up, holla.
Sounds good. You guys take care.
All right, man, see you later.
Bye.
You really need to check
Thanks for cutting
Alex's
it short.
message because he's about to go postal on you.
All I know is it's something about into the
it's
mystical.
Van Morrison.
Well, why didn't somebody just say that?
What is
Because I
Jacob?
just saw it.
Jacob is saying something too here. I don't understand. Call and try to book a show for your blues band, dude.
I'm lost too.
I don't either.
It's one of those
It's
mornings
Monday.
where it's
Yeah,
Monday. It's Monday, and we're all running a little bit crazy.
He's
So
wanting
listen,
to
let's
call
go.
somebody.
Let's just go to the commercial real quick, and we're gonna make up for the whatever we heard with some Limp Bizkit, My Generation, going out to Rob's performance.
Cool.
Whoop, whoop.
I gotta hear that song now. People are saying that.
Well, listen to
Yeah,
that.
it's a. I mean, it's a
just
comedy.
apparently
It's a
somebody
comedy
would've- yeah,
song.
somebody has told me that.
That's funny.
I just played it and walked off.
Yeah, it's just a.
For the
Just a
racist
funny
bar.
song.
Jacob, what are you? Jacob,
Ah.
I am spare time help. I do not know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I wish someone had told me. Because you know what? Man, watch what you say in front of Mike. I would have played it at 8 and not 9. Follow me?
Yeah.
I guess he's wanting me to call or us to call and try to.
I don't know if that should be a good idea to do right
I think
now.
he's probably going to go on if it's a racist bar. That should
Did you read what happened?
We can call him not after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
See,
can't.
that's something like I could do on my show because if they want you to scream at me, they can.
Oh, my
You're
shoulder
gonna have to
hurts.
call him off air,
Yeah, I don't.
record
Yeah.
it, and then censor it.
Let's do it after the show.
Yeah, or do it.
Does that make sense?
He said I have brain damage.
You hear what I said? We'd have
Yes.
to call him off air,
Yeah. Or that's something.
do the prank,
Yeah.
then censor it, then play it.
I'll go pee right here.
Will you just go
I
right
don't
ahead?
have brain damage, Jacob.
I'm gonna have brain damage.
Why are you both?
She just said she was going to pee on me.
I did not.
Well, you know what's funny is you didn't leave the bathroom.
And I didn't even have to say I was going to pay for it.
Go back in there with it. Go
Ew.
back in there with it. I'll leave the camera ready.
So we're doing a show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Um,
and taking
say
Thursday
yes,
and Friday
but
off.
Thursday,
or-
Friday off, yeah. You know, because me, for Friday, I kind of wanted to go do some video of stupid people at Walmart.
Heck yeah. That would be fun as
Yeah, but
Halo to go
I
do.
also
But
just would rather just take the day off, but I wouldn't mind just go sitting in the bus and goofing off. I think it'd be funny.
I mean, you don't have to get up early to do that,
Mm-mm.
you know. Because I was asked, jeez, I was asked if we were.
I'm lost. You're asking what?
My brain just died. For
I
a
see
minute.
I need the actual question. The
I was
question for
asked, are we
500,
doing-
Bob.
I was asked if we were doing a morning show Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or if we were just doing one Monday and Tuesday. That's
Wednesday's
probably-
kind of open, you know. Okay. Alex is asking for
Into the Mystic, Van
Mystic.
Morrison.
okay, not Van Morrison. Oh,
But Van Morrison is who sings.
No, he's saying the one playing is not Van Morrison. It's Limp
Oh.
Bizkit.
so he's wanting Van Morrison.
Yes. Into the Mystic.
I'd do the Zach Brown band.
I don't even know this. I don't
Do
even
it
know
just
the
to screw
song.
with Alex.
Yeah, I would do the Zach Brown band one.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Tell him that's
You
all
should
I
just
could
keep playing
find.
songs until the very end of the show.
Yeah.
Are you ready to ice skate? Ice Station has brought the ice skating rink back to Old Town Conyers. This is the place to go with your family. It's
Oh my
top quality,
God.
safe.
And I actually fell asleep during The Walking Dead.
I did too, and then I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep.
I slept because I had it on AMC and I kept, I woke up and it was the replay. And I don't even know if it recorded the dang Into the Badlands. I didn't check.
You know, Glenn's been around since the first episode.
Yeah, that's why I was aggravated. Like he's got the character that does no wrong. Why would you get rid of him?
So was he under the dumpster? I haven't even watched it, and I know he was under the dumpster. Everybody was like, I knew it.
Everybody was.
Yes, that's why I'm like,
But
I don't
see,
need to catch up because
remember when Beth got killed? For like 3 weeks, everybody was like, she's not dead. She's not dead.
Yeah, it's a dream. It's a dream.
I wish they wouldn't have killed her.
I have
Me
some
too.
people that are like seriously in tears over stuff. I'm like, it's a show.
It's a TV
It's a
show.
TV show.
Now, like if it's actors that you watch them on a TV show, and like watch stuff that they did and they really passed away and
Yeah.
in real
A
life.
real person,
Yeah,
not a character.
right. Yeah.
I can't watch the next one.
I tell you what.
Who did you say?
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was a really good actor.
Yeah, he was.
Mhm.
You know.
He's hot.
And we're back.
We back.
So we got any stories? Anybody got any
Yeah, I gotta pull
stories?
it back up.
You gotta pull.
That's a
it back
story all by itself, Denise.
Yeah.
Probably didn't need to go there.
No, okay.
Little winch thing.
He didn't
Oh.
call you a winch. He was talking about using a winch to pull something up.
I know.
Well, you are called Denise. And now your mother-in-law knows it.
Now that my mother-in-law, I walked in the door yesterday. Hey, Donnie.
up.
Thanks, Scotty.
So me and Alex had to just really make a very obvious statement. So we explained to Denise's mother-in-law why she's called Denise. And Denise looks at me and Alex and goes to ask a dang question. And then Alex just nicely said, the fact that you're asking is the point.
What? On Friday?
Denise, what day was the gravity
Friday.
little take? Okay. And who was standing there? Your mother-in-law,
A
me, and
bunch of
Alex.
people.
Pay attention to the question that you actually asked. Me, Alex, and your mother-in-law was standing there.
Correct.
We're having a conversation about why you're called Denise.
I guess you were. I
We
was busy.
just got finished talking 40 seconds ago. We were talking about this, Denise.
I was going
The
back
point-
and forth.
Denise, you're standing right here, you Riri.
I know right now.
It's getting hard to breathe.
So
in
we
here.
were just talking like a minute ago. We're talking about the fact, and you brought it up too that we told your mother-in-law that you were called Denise.
I know.
But why are you asking me questions? It's driving me nuts. I can't breathe. So the point of the matter is, when you asked us something very stupid, Alex said the point of you asking that speaks for itself.
You're right.
Denise.
He said that.
Oh my God.
Does he
Does
not
anybody feel more intelligent or less intelligent after this last 30
do you
seconds?
realize I'm doing that to drive you nuts, just like I was telling you when I was
I think
There
this
you
is
are.
an act, and you're trying to make us believe that you now were playing when you probably weren't.
Yeah, it was.
That's a double negative.
Alrighty then.
So you walk in, your mother-in-law calls you Denise yesterday.
Yes.
Explain.
And I just turned around and walked back out.
No, how
And
about
poured some beer.
you were on a
Wrong
radio
house.
show? How about pointing an image of how you were just walking in the house? Give us an illustration of what happened.
Okay. The
You
kids
put
run
your
in
hand
the
on
house.
the doorknob.
Shut up. Do not feed into this. Don't
The
make it
door-
worse.
The door was already open.
The door was ajar with a slight
The
chill
kids
in
had
there.
ran in first.
Oh my God! Sounds like we're listening to the friggin' Christmas
I tried
story.
to not let the dog out.
It's a Sunday
Turn around,
setting.
Parker. Turn around.
Oh my God!
And then the animals in the neighborhood all rose up.
So you walk in and she just looks at you and gives you that Denise.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Or did she say, "Hey, Denise"?
No, she was Denise.
Okay.
And I was like, thanks. And so then I turned around to see if there was any help needed outside.
So you walked into the wrong house, is what you're saying.
So now my question: have you become the? Well, here's my daughter-in-law. You know,
Well, after
Denise.
you were like, David will smart up soon enough.
We've
Did
been
I say
saying-
that?
Yeah, we've been
You
saying
couldn't remember a minute ago that we had this conversation, but yet you just said you remember that.
It was before it got busy.
Oh,
No, that's on Facebook.
It was
too, so-
busy. It was really busy.
yes, it was. I remember being there.
You sure?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we
Oh
go
my
again.
God. So
Round two.
now I have one of my friends texted me. First it was duh niece, and then he goes, "That's perfect."
Well, there you have it.
Whatever. Andy.
Brought to you by the memory pill.
Now this is one of
If your memory lasts more than 4 hours, you should contact us.
Well, ours is a little pink pill, not a blue one.
he can claim this before you can because I've been friends with him since high
So
school.
he knows your
He knows
dirties.
me. So yeah, whatever.
He's even got some pom poms ready to cheer you on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yay! Yay! Yay!
We
Spell your name on the chalkboard. You can do
We
it.
would spell something, but there's no reason to confuse you.
We'll just keep waving these like we're directing traffic.
Look, like I have an epileptic seizure. Denise. Okay.
It was entertaining just to watch him do that.
I usually
Yeah,
don't-
give the Mexican word of the day, Dunnies.
Okay. It's words. It's two of them.
You just say, okay, golly, just
I
do
smoke a. I have a bad memory because I smoke a lot of weed.
it.
Mike.
Wait, you got Dunnies telling that, Mike?
He said that's awesome. I do have the pom poms.
Oh my God. Was
Okay.
you on the cheer squad too?
I
Go ahead.
got to change person.
We keep attempting to do a story, but does anybody actually have one? Steph was
Okay.
looking for one earlier.
So okay.
No, go ahead if you got it up. But I
If
do
you
have
got it
one.
up.
I bet-
Y'all two sound like you're at home dealing with your husbands. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Uh,
The 10 most outrageous turkey questions that the Butterball hotline has ever been asked. These were kind of
Wow.
one. So I'm looking at a turkey from 1969 sitting here in my father's freezer. Any tips on the best way to cook a 30-year-old bird?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Why would you have a 30-year-old bird?
Yeah.
Put it in the
Microwave.
trash.
Yeah.
Microwave it.
Number 2.
I wouldn't even throw it to the dog.
Did you say microwave it?
You never had microwave turkey?
Oh my God, no. Number 2, how do I roast my turkey so it gets golden brown tan lines in the shape of a turkey bikini?
That's crazy.
You put a bikini on your turkey.
wow.
Number 3 was how to carve
Pardon
a
me.
turkey when all of its bones have been broken because the guy couldn't fit it into the pan, and so he put it in a bag and jumped on it to break all the bones to get in the pan.
Use a blender.
Wow.
Make
So
turkey
now it's
pat.
like boneless turkey.
Yeah. Make turkey parfait.
Yeah. I carved my turkey with a chainsaw. Is the chain grease going to adversely affect my turkey?
No, but it will affect your neurology.
That's right.
Why does my turkey have no breast meat?
It's a guy turkey.
Oh my God.
Number 6, it's my first Thanksgiving and I have a tiny apartment-sized oven. How much will my turkey expand when cooking?
It depends on if you talk dirty to it.
Da-dum-dum.
7, how do I get my turkey to stop sudsing? It's a soapy turkey recoverable. She washed her turkey in dish soap.
Oh my God. She deserves
Why?
to have neurological.
She needs to keep just
Why?
washing it.
Yeah.
Number 8, for the sake of delicious smells, can I cook my turkey over the course of 4 days?
Yes.
Slow
roasting.
No.
at like 150.
Number 9, how do I baste a pre-basted turkey?
With a baster or a pre-baster.
Or masturbation.
I was waiting.
I was waiting.
I was so waiting. I lined it up. I lined it up.
That's why I was looking at you.
I know, but you saw me.
I was so I lined it up.
Oh my God.
Okay, number 10. You ready for this one, Mike?
Dun dun dun.
My turkey thawed on my lap. Can I
Alright.
eat it?
Yes, after you microwave it, and you have to be microwave.
Oh my
This
God.
guy, it says he won a turkey at the casino and brought it home on the bus where it had thawed. The safest way to thaw your turkey is in the refrigerator. It takes 1 day for every 4 pounds.
Right.
The Talkline
Yeah.
experts wouldn't recommend eating a turkey that's been thawed in warmer temperatures.
Yeah,
It
it's all-
thawed because some woman sat on it, you know, in the bus on the Greyhound.
Oh. So, yeah. That
So,
was
do you have
mine.
any would you rathers? Let's just at least goof off for like the next 5 minutes. What you got,
I've got-
Steph? You go with yours.
I've got the 10 worst toys for 2015.
Okay.
The Bud Skip It Wheelie Cute Pull Along, potential for choking injuries.
The 22-pound thawed out turkey.
The foam dart gun for realistic toy weapons.
No way.
Stats 38-inch quick folding trampoline, potential for
They're giving away trampolines for kids now. Folding
A
trampolines.
quick fold.
Oh my
potential
God.
for head, neck, and other injuries. Poodoo, potential for allergy-related
Yeah,
injuries.
Is that the brown colored Play-Doh?
Yep.
I'm allergic to poo.
Yeah, why would I want anything that looks like poo?
Yeah.
Because it says warning label says it contains wheat.
It does that and fiber.
Wow.
Splat X smack shot, potential for eye injuries.
Oh my God.
Kick flipper. I'm not sure I know
Kick
what that
flipper.
is. Yeah, but it's called.
I kick her and flip her off all in one motion.
Is that that
Oh,
real
Lord.
big, when you swim? Is
Like a
Oh, it's
ninja chop?
I know that's the mermaid tail that's causing the kids to drown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they can't tread water in it.
No, you can't.
Well, this is called the kick flipper, potential for head and other bodily injuries.
Some girl downtown.
Oh, shit.
Leonardo's
You just cussed, dummy.
I said ship.
No, you did not.
Leonardo's electronic stealth sword, potential for blunt force injury.
You look, I've even seen some of these Nerf swords, and I can still smack you across your shoulder blade with it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
got
yeah.
it's got plastic inside of it that keeps it straight.
That one gun she was talking about, we were just looking at the number 2.
The foam dart gun.
Yeah, that thing like launches the darts.
Mm.
And this Kid Connection Doctor play set.
You will go to
'Cause
jail.
The kids,
Yeah,
the kids are
yeah.
going to play doctor with it.
Oh my God. So now we're giving you tools for committing sins.
Yeah.
Pull along zebra, potential for strangulation and
Jeez.
entanglement.
Oh my
The
God.
zebra?
Yes, the pull along zebra.
I've strangled a zebra before.
Oh, Lord.
This is
gosh.
funny. Does anybody see this picture before I scroll past it? It's a
Yes.
picture of Old Town Conyers. And somebody on the picture has said, pray for Conyers. Ain't nothing wrong. It's just boring as hell.
So little Richard goes, so these are all the perfect reasons for here's your sign.
Mhm. You hold up your sign.
And kick flipper is a piece of plastic shaped like a skateboard with no wheels. No idea why it exists.
Is that for the bad kids? Here, go skateboarding. It doesn't have wheels.
No crap, go.
Oh.
Yeah, that way I can
Okay.
keep an eye on you. And here's a dinner knife.
Wow.
No.
Yeah. To play
Okay.
doctor with.
Yeah.
Sorry.
To watch Netflix and chill.
Go stick it in a socket.
We're going to buy some doctor stuff. We're going to go, supposedly, we're going to watch one of the doctor shows on Netflix and chill.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy. You know, most toys, they'll have an age thing on it. I think that doctor thing should have an age limit, you know.
Yeah.
If you're 52 or older, you legally cannot have this.
by law.
Yeah, really. You gotta, be registered on the domestic doctor list for your neighborhood.
For your neighborhood. That's it.
Yeah, it's I make house calls. I bet you do, you weirdo.
Okay. So Mike,
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
as a leader, would you rather be loved or feared?
Feared.
Really?
Yes. As a leader, I can tell you right now that it's good to have the respect of people, but to have their love and to be their friends when push comes to shove, you'll have so much trouble making those decisions. The best thing to do is, as a leader, is to have people fear you, because we do everything out of fear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We do. I mean, that's why I read the Bible. Not to get all biblical, but I look at Ronda Rousey. I don't stalk Ronda Rousey. You know why? I fear her beating me to a pulp.
Okay, so you're stalking Holly Holm.
She is her dad's a pastor.
Oh Lord.
Come on now. These girls did you see those fights?
Yes.
These girls are brutal, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Would you rather fight in the Civil War or fight in the Revolutionary War?
Revolutionary War.
Didn't you already
Ouch.
in the Civil War?
No, you know what? I don't believe what the Civil War was for. I just don't. I don't honor that objective. Brothers were fighting brothers.
Yeah.
You know. So
Would you rather only wear revealing hot pink clothes
absolutely.
or always have to wear socks and sandals?
Well, you guys know the deal with me and socks. There's only one reason for me to own socks.
Change
Change purse.
Only be able to speak via a translator or only speak when asked a question. This is a question you can answer.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've lived in a country where I had to have a translator, so I'm going to go with translator.
Okay. Never play computer games again or never watch any video on a computer again.
Oh God, never play video games because I'm not a big video game player. So.
Well, on the computer. It's a computer games.
I don't play a lot of games on the computer, video games, or any of that other stuff.
You're sending me poker invites.
Well, yeah, that's because poker's not a game. Poker is strategy. No, that's yeah, whatever.
Okay. Would you rather have your house burnt down by a fire-breathing dragon or have your house blown down by the big bad wolf?
Wow, that's a good one. Do I get to do anything with the woman that's controlling the fire-breathing dragons from Game of Thrones?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
She's kind of slutty.
No.
I'm going to go with the big bad wolf then.
Okay. On a beautiful sunny day, would you rather lie in the grass and read a book or stay inside and watch excellent TV?
Can I have my reading glasses? Because I can't read with that. Look at how far I got my tablet away. If I can have my
As
reading
he's
glasses.
staring at Ronda Rousey.
Absolutely. I was going to watch some of the video clips. If I could have my glasses, I listen to books now. I don't. Yeah.
I'll listen to books.
Yeah. Cause I got audio.com.
Denise tried it, but she kept arguing with it.
I've got a whole library of books that I can listen
That's
to.
not how it happened, Denise. It's a book. It's not going to talk back to you.
Do you
Well,
yell?
I can hear it, but it can't hear you.
Denise, do you yell at the TV? Is there any other time? Is there any time when you're watching like Netflix or something like that? Do you yell at TV?
Look at the look on her face.
I know when Sons of Anarchy is on and that dude, Jax, is half naked or taking off his shirt, you're yelling.
Oh, no. I'm
David, rewind it.
thinking in my head
Well, it's a good place to think.
quietly.
One of the only places to think.
David, you ready to go to bed yet?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Honey, stop pushing rewind.
Is
We've
it-
already seen this scene 15 friggin' times.
Hey, I done DVR'd some foreplay.
My God. Okay, so would you rather
Sure.
have blue skin or red skin?
Blue. I could be a Avatar, Naboo, Navi, whatever they are.
Would you rather sit on a cold toilet seat or a
Yes.
warm toilet seat?
Oh, cold. I love the cold. I love it.
Okay. Be permanently mute or amputate one of your arms.
You can pick an arm, sweetie, because I can't shut up.
That's what I was thinking. How's that even possible?
That's a no-brainer there.
Would you rather control the elements or control time?
Wow, that's a good question. Because if I could control, I'd go with time. Because that way I can go backwards and forwards. Elements, I could only control what happens in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather be constantly followed by 32 ducks for the rest of your life or have 4-meter long arms?
Oh, the ducks. I wish we had ducks here now.
Would you rather be Aquaman or the Human Torch?
Torch.
Because he's hot. That's
Damn
what
right.
Mike's thinking. He's
That's
hot.
right.
Okay. If you were in a pinch, would you rather rely on the A-Team or rely on MacGyver?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think me and BA would get along pretty
Hannibal. I was sitting here thinking he's like, yep.
Me and BA could,
I think you and Murdoch would have arguments.
we would. Yeah, both being pilots.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought mostly because both being crazy. I mean, but sure, you can go with the pilot thing. I really was kind of leaning towards the both being crazy part. But it's your lie. Tell it how you want.
Would you rather be a shark or be a dolphin?
Shark.
Why?
Endless rows of sharp teeth.
Oh,
I'm pretty good at this, huh?
Would you rather kill someone and have nobody know, or not kill someone but have everyone think you did?
I'd rather kill somebody and not
I was
have
waiting for him to go.
anybody
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I'd rather not talk about this.
Would you rather change your religion or change your political party?
I'd rather change my
Underwear.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
kidding.
know I'm not changing my religious. So.
Okay. Would you rather be eaten by a zombie or be burnt at the stake?
I'm not giving a zombie no cooked meat. Them bastards is gonna have to eat me because I ain't getting pre-made.
Well, look, I got to bring this up. This is actually pretty important. I weigh just about 300 pounds, and it takes 1 day to thaw out for every 4 pounds. So I'm going to go with the.
We thought he was
going
going to say something because he was like, it's pretty important.
Yeah.
I would go with they got to thaw me out. I'll be like 80 years old. So. Burn me
Hey,
the steak.
The zombies ain't dying anytime soon. Don't worry.
Would you rather be James Bond or Jason Bourne?
Jason Bourne.
Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper.
Mountain Dew.
Would you rather be known for something good, like being a really wise person, or be unknown for something great, like curing cancer?
Be unknown for curing cancer. I would love to be able to cure cancer. I have lost so many friends to cancer.
Get paid to read every book or get paid to watch every TV show?
Get paid to watch every TV show.
Yeah, we'd never see him again with that.
Would you rather meet the Pope or be the Pope?
Meat.
Would you rather stop showering or stop brushing your teeth?
I'd rather stop using toilet paper. I have gone.
When you gonna start?
I've gone 49 days without a shower, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say shower.
And Alex was on the James Bond is really a man. James Bond is really man. I can't get it out of my mouth. Jason Bourne is a forgetful
Imbecile.
I couldn't get it out of my
Alex said
mouth.
that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alex, I was going to ask you to help out on my show for a couple of weeks. Now you're just stupid.
Oh,
Come on. Jason Bourne is an imbecile? Dude, please. James Bond is a fictional character. And he's been played by so
is
many men.
Jason Bourne.
that's
No,
kind of
Jason
what I
Bourne's
was thinking.
real. Jason Bourne's real.
Now we have an
In
argument
his
of
world.
what's real and what's fake.
In
Oh my
his
gosh.
Okay, so would you rather be a unicorn or a wizard?
Answer it, Mike. You already look like Mr. Wizard, and if you say unicorn, I'm gonna be like, no way.
Wizard, definitely wizard. What the hell do unicorns do?
I know. They get hunted.
Yeah, what does a unicorn do on his day off?
Yeah.
He can't just lay around. That's what all he does for a living.
Just gets hunted and no.
And their
Who
horns
hunts
chopped
uniforms?
off.
Who hunts uniforms? That's
Unicorn.
Uniforms?
I know who hunts uniforms. Badge bunnies.
Okay, Mike,
yes. What was
would
this
you
a setup?
rather be fat and smell nice all the time
Wait,
or be fit
Would
and
you
smell like
quit
sweat?
picking on him personally. This is a radio show.
Real.
When we
That's-
call you Denise, it's a joke. I mean, you really are a little duh sometimes, but it's a joke.
question.
How dare you type that question up? That is, you're singling this man out like that.
That hurt my feelings.
Ask the question more times so everybody hear it. We don't make sure everybody heard that question.
Would you rather be fat and smell nice all the time or be fit and smell like sweat all the time?
Well, I'm going to
That's
be
not
honest
accurate
with you.
anyways.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
be fat
sorry.
and smell bad or fit and smell good? I recently came to grips with the fact that this is it.
Don't say nothing yet. Wait. Let Mike answer that question.
Yeah, I would
Denise
rather-
is dying over here.
I'd rather be my size and smell nice.
Can I read it now?
Which one? From Alex?
Yes.
Don't yet. But let him. You're about to pop because you can't hold nothing back.
Oh, I'm loving
Oh my God.
She just peed a
No
little.
wonder David gets mad at you.
Really. Sons
No,
of
David's
no,
like,
it-
just let me get mine. But
Really?
go ahead. So are you
Sons
done
of
with that
Anarchy's
question?
almost over.
Okay. All right, now since you're about to pop at the seams,
Oh, and now she
and
can't.
now she can't because she's
Jason.
sucking air.
Jason Bourne is real, and I'm the idiot, which begs the question: can Mike engineer his own show?
No.
It is just changing songs. Oh my god, that is
And hitting
awesome.
the mic button.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta sit over here. I can't sit back there.
They don't trust him with anything that could be considered a bomb. If it can blow up, Mike's not allowed to touch it.
My tablet doesn't even work.
Besides the toilet, he barely touches it and blows it up.
I like it cold. Cold toilet seat.
Oh, look what Alex or Jacob sent.
Oh, there's no telling.
I'm a dude picking his nose.
I'll
Okay, what else we got? We're now at 10:04. We're going over a little bit, but let's hear
Well,
it.
I'm at it. Is there some rating thing that I get at the end here? Or are you just wondering?
No, these are just
These are
questions.
just
Is this like
Okay.
your speed dating thing?
the last one before we go.
Okay.
Would you rather have 17 testicles or have
Jeez.
one testicle the size of a coconut?
Hey,
oh my god! If you had 17, it'd take up the same amount of
Okay.
volume.
Well, here's the last two questions have been
Sorry, my
relatively
snort, Bill.
personal. I mean, I'm fat. And I
Are you
smell
needing
good.
to go like
Do you need
get a
bigger-
handful and get them to cough?
instead of a change purse? Do you need a purse?
Turn to the left and
Sounds
cough.
like 17 sounds like a saddlebag to me. Jesus.
And when they tell you to turn your head to the left and cough, is it because they
Yeah.
don't want the breath to cough in their face?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if turning my head makes my
it does.
testes go one way or the
Yeah,
other.
It does. It strains it. It's not because of that. It does. Seriously. Check yourself.
Seems to work just fine. I don't know.
No, you can feel if it.
No, thank you, Mike. Let's not have this on air. Trying to tell me how to do that.
I'm not.
No,
It's not a prostate.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
Mute it.
So,
Girls get their boobies
woo,
flattened out.
shush. All right. Do we got anything else before we get out here at 10:05?
No.
I would like to promote my new show.
Promote.
My new show, The World According to Mike. It's going to be on Wednesday nights.
Hey, let's do this. We're gonna have to start it on the Wednesday following the 2nd. So we'd have to start December 9th.
Sounds great.
The reason is we're doing Just for Fun on ice. It's kind of like Sesame Street on ice, except we got a bunch of retards.
Yeah, I can't go.
So
to that.
we're going to do ice skating December 2nd for the Just for Funners. Listeners, any listeners get in for $8 to do ice skating, which is basically half price to come ice skating with us, and all sponsors are getting in free.
Oh, that's nice.
And sponsors mean, anybody that works for Rob's Performance, anybody that works for Copy Central, whether they're related to you or not, Kathy Bragg, they work for Copy Central.
What about their kids?
What about our kids?
Can we
for
quit asking
listeners?
all those questions? Yes, if you are a listener and you pay half price, so does your kid. Actually, you pay half price for your kid because your kid's probably not going to pay his own way, or that makes you that person, JD. And but all sponsors are free. You have to get a special wristband, by the way. Special.
Yes, you get in free too, Ashley.
Aw.
Look at her.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure out how to get Ashley on the ice in her wheelchair. We got to
Yeah.
build some skis or something. I was being sarcastic, but I just thought it sounded funny.
Look at she's like, I'm ready. Let's go.
I say just put her in a sled and just pull her,
I want to see you get out there and pull her. He'd be on the ground more than
I'd be in the sled with her and you'd be pulling.
I
What?
did not skate. That's how I broke my leg.
When we did the
roller.
Ice.
when we did the roller skating rink, we put her in her electric chair and she would go around
Cool.
the rink. And then all of a sudden we looked and there's a trail of kids holding on to the back of her chair so that they didn't fall.
That's funny.
That's
So-
funny.
So,
She's
yeah.
like, glad I could help.
yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
Hey, my birthday is December 1st.
Sorry.
Well, then good, because Kathy's is the 2nd. So we can just like do a
Really?
double celebration that day.
Okay, sounds good.
Kathy gets to show up with all her friends and
I
you will
don't-
come alone and hang out with us, but we'll still be your friends that night.
Just
For
rub it
your
in.
birthday, we'll be your friend.
If you're going to be my friend, you get a little special wristband.
What's it like a sweatband? pre-sweated in?
No, I'm not in shape.
No, I
I'm-
don't think the handcuffs count there, Mike.
They're wristbands.
They're tie wraps. You
Are they
just pull them
furry?
really tight.
What the heck was that?
No.
Look, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Shut up. Did it look like something that could be talked about on air?
No.
Okay, then don't talk
Before
about
8
it.
o'clock.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, before 8
anyways,
o'clock.
we got to get out of here, everybody. It's just for fun in the morning. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything that we would do.
Or
If
talk
you
about
do it.
Just for fun.
I got. How old will you be? 80
51.
1,000.
again?
51. 5-1.
Again?
51.
1,000.
5-1.
1,000.
Hey, Denise.
And you're supposed to be the math major. Oh, Denise.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
So when your kids come home, do they teach you new math stuff?
Oh,
I'm
my
actually-
No, it's Common Core.
I'm actually asking if the youngest one comes home and they teaches you anything
I-
from
No.
school.
You
What
know,
grade's he
I
in?
get yelled at because I'm showing them the wrong way.
Showing him the correct
Hey,
way.
get this.
Well,
You
yeah.
know, I'm back in school and I'm
Wow.
doing the aeronautical thing, and we have to take algebra as it
Mhm.
applies to aviation. And guess what? I was paranoid as can be that it was going to be Common Core, but it's not. Thank God. Common Core. Who came up with that?
Idiots.
Oh
What
my-
the heck is it?
Have you haven't, Steph? Oh my God.
I haven't
Be
been in
glad.
school since.
Be glad.
Well, besides
Oh.
teaching, I haven't been in school since
Boy, that sounded
93.
really good.
That's not
I
anything
used
close to being in school.
Well, I used to teach special ed, so there is a difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I'm telling you, take a moment and look at Common Core and go, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Stupid.
What?
I've never seen any math equations
Okay,
in
you
Common
remember
Core.
how to do.
I just haven't even researched it to find
Yeah.
out.
You
It's-
remember how we added like 2-digit numbers together. Just
Mhm.
you carry one, put it up there. No, now you have to group them or put them on a number line and figure out how much you have. Yes, it's so stupid
Oh, why?
to figure out how to get there. Yes. It's more about not and if you have the right answer, but it's not done the way that they want, you still get it counted wrong.
Yep.
It's right now, it's more about how you get to it than the answer.
Wow.
So yeah.
Mm-mm.
Belle, there's your message. It's stupid.
I still didn't actually understand anything you just said. So,
Well, I
so
wasn't
is it like
explaining to you. Explaining.
is it like rounding numbers to the closest whatever or?
I
kind of ish?
yeah, believe it or not, the way she just explained it is really the way they explain it. So I know we didn't understand it, but when she was just talking, it's like, oh my God, that's just what I just read. So
That's because I've had teachers tell me that over and over
It's
again.
grouping. So like if you got 38, basically what you have is 3 groups of 10, right? And then 8.
Or 5 and 3. Yes, it's stupid.
Right. No, you're right. It would be 3 groups of 10, 1 group of 5, and 1 group of 3. That's exactly, yep, that's it.
Mhm. And then
How
you have
does
to
that
add-
make sense?
Then you have to add all the 10s together.
What
and then
happened?
the
What
5
happened to
and the
just
3.
like real numbers?
I don't
Did it
Wow.
become? Did it
I don't-
become too
I don't-
much of a common sense factor?
I have no idea. I know between
Does
that
this
and the
explain
food
why
that
when
they're
I
eating.
give somebody 4 $1 bills
sir.
and they owe me change, they can't give me back
Yes,
the
sir.
change?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So why don't we
right.
just
Huh.
round stuff out? It's either you
That's
know
gonna- hopefully-
$3.50, $4. It's either $3.50, $4.
Well, I'm telling you where I go to the store. They're not from here. Let's just say I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but the other day their register was down. Now I think they do it to keep stuff off the books. She rounded it up.
Yeah, I
She
saw
asked
that
me-
the other day somewhere too.
Yeah, she
Some
asked me-
beer was being bought
She
and
said,
it wasn't on books.
yeah, she said, she goes, can I just round this up or round it down? And I'm like, yeah. And when I got outside, it was like, oh, I know what's going on. One, she doesn't understand math and she just wanted to keep it on the big numbers. And what I did was I bought something and then put the rest on the tank, gas, and she could not do the math. So she said, I'm just going to round that up.
Little Richard says Common Core to me is dumbing down our kids.
Sounds
Jacob
like it.
says Common Core to me seems like being forced
How to live.
how to live. I guess if you say it like somebody's saying it, is like being forced how to live and think a certain way, and I won't bow down.
And Alex again is tomorrow's my birthday. Please play into the
I
mystic.
wasn't gonna. Why are we feeding into this little needy biatch?
Because it's hilarious. Because he's like, it's my birthday week. I get what I want.
I've already given you a bottle of wine. Isn't that enough?
Mad Dog 2200.
No, we actually bought them something decent.
Boone's Farm.
No, we couldn't find any of that. No,
They
it
sell Boone's Farm.
was at a wine place in Covington.
Oh well, it's got to be good then.
It was a really hot little store.
Covington Valley.
Now, Covington's really, man, let me tell you, I want to have a space on the square of Covington. I mean, Conyers, I'm sorry, you guys have just been kind of sucking lately. You know, outside of Old Town, the Conyers is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a problem with the in-town people. And it's not the employees of in-town. Don't get me wrong. It's the people that are running Old Town Conyers that seem to be causing the problems.
It was a lovely stout, not a wine.
Yes, sorry. It was in a
What?
friggin' wine bottle, man.
What is a stout?
I apologize.
It's a beer.
Oh.
And it
I'm
was
Okay.
squeaking. I'm sorry. My chair's squeaking.
Jacob.
Let's get really, really, really big and famous and buy a building and have a big glass studio. Seriously, wouldn't that be cool? A big glass studio.
Then you have
like-
to wear pants.
No, I do not.
Listen, if the crime rate was not getting so bad in Conyers,
Mm-hmm.
there's a place on the access road, and I shouldn't say Conyers, I say Rockdale.
Yeah.
Anyways, next to where the car lots are,
Yeah.
off of West Avenue, there's a place that looks like it might have been at like a Denny's restaurant years ago, and it's so cool. I would love to have it, but
Yeah.
you would get like drive-by traffic, but you wouldn't get a lot of walk-up traffic.
Drive-by traffic.
Well, I mean,
In other words, you get a lot of exposure by people driving down the expressway.
that's what
I
I'm
know,
thinking.
I
A big
know.
sign, you know?
Right. But the other question would be, wouldn't it just be cool to be on the square of Covington? Because Covington actually likes to have events and close the square down.
All the time.
So I think it would be cool to have
Mhm.
something on the square.
You know the strangest.
I live in Conyers or Rockdale. I guess my mailing address says Conyers.
Yeah.
And it's not that I have any hard feelings towards the people at Conyers other than the biatch that I have on tape recording that's talking smack about me, who's a city employee. But other than that, I don't have that big of a problem with them.
Well, I don't think we should sugarcoat it.
I didn't. That was almost what I really think.
Well, hey,
That was mild.
let's I'm gonna jump.
Well,
into
when you have a
promoting my
city
show there,
person on a recording,
That's right.
who's talking just 100% smack about you,
Yeah.
she needs to have her job taken from her. I need
Well,
to schedule a meeting with
you know-
her boss, which
know
is
what I
the
say?
city manager.
Second Amendment. That's what I think we should really look at. That's what we're looking at on my show. Is
Well, yeah, but I'm
we're
saying
gonna talk
me-
about
I can have my Second Amendment,
absolutely.
but if you work for the city,
You're representing.
you
the
have no
city.
Second Amendment.
You're representing the
You-
city.
You don't, you have no freedom of speech, which
That's
is,
right. Same thing with the military.
when no
At
matter what
5
amendment
o'clock-
it is,
At 5 o'clock when you clock out,
you can
you
go
can
have,
have
well, you
that
can have your
anywhere.
personal opinion
Right.
somewhere else.
Right.
But when you're speaking on behalf of the city, you are not supposed to have a personal opinion.
And see, we've gotten away from that. And we let all these people that are in these positions talk. And what happens is whoever they are working for, it looks like they're representing them, which gives them credibility, which gives them,
That's right.
Power. So no, absolutely. Power to the people, man. I'm a 3%er and I love it. Let's go back to the American Revolution. I'm all about it.
I can see y'all in Covington now. Rooftop events with DJ Scotty and Just
Hell
for
yeah.
Fun broadcasting live all over the square. And look, I've picked out a building that I want that's on the second floor, but it has a set of French doors
Oh,
that look out to the square.
that's
So
perfect.
even though it doesn't have a walkway, the doors would open. But the cool thing is everybody that would be driving by, we would be live with like a cordless mic, waving to people, holding the mic out, letting them yell up, and it would be live.
and you know that
And it
there's a
overlooks
tr-
the square.
there's a tremendous amount of visitors.
Yeah.
Every single solitary day that are doing that square. That
Yeah.
are walking that
Mhm.
square. And you know what? They do keep it clean and they
Alex,
do keep it
I'd play
peaceful.
more of that amazing Limp Bizkit group instead. That was great. Than playing his
with his
request
flat
song.
face.
That was Alex.
Alex just said that.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we should just kind of agree that anything Alex says, we should debate.
He's mad because I don't have play like Robbie Williams. I think Robbie Williams has like one song, right?
If that,
I'm sorry, Alex, but I think he did like one video I remember seeing one time.
There's a video for that song.
I think he's like the young looking Elton John kind of character.
Oh God!
What? I mean, he reminds me of Elton John. I mean,
Oh man!
like the
Wow.
younger Elton back when Crocodile Rock and stuff was happening. Dude, I loved Elton back in the day, dude. The sunglasses. Of course, now I wear sunglasses everywhere. I have probably almost as many sunglasses as Elton.
That's not something.
Hold on, let me hold my hand
Yeah, don't
differently when I
brag
say
about
that.
it.
I would not brag.
I don't know about
that.
bragging. I don't have the shoes though. So.
Sure.
Or the wigs.
Mike borrowed them.
He said blasphemy.
Shut up.
Blasphemy about what? Robbie Williams.
That's what he.
You know, if you look at Alex, he, you know, when he's all dressed up, he's a good looking man. I'm okay with that. He does have that whole, you know, James
swagger.
Bond. Yeah, he's got a little James Bond thing
Yep.
going.
That's why he's
So-
saying he's real.
Yeah. Well, I got a Jason Bourne thing going.
Mm.
Jason Bourne at 51, but I still can't remember what happened in my 20s. So
Robbie is God.
I don't know if I know who Robbie Williams is.
That's how famous he is.
Whoever you want him to be.
oh, wasn't that sweet?
Heh.
So how much is that little doctor's game?
God.
It was like $4.97.
Rollback price at Walmart.
Yeah, that's actually where it said you buy it was Walmart.
So are you guys really going to Walmart on Friday for Black Friday sales? To go look at
We're
the
not gonna-
Walmartians?
We're not gonna go participate, but yeah, we might go and take video.
Video
and
of the
and
god, those are
stupidness.
so
watch the
funny,
craziness.
man. That is so funny. Have you you know, I know you've seen them on the internet, but some of them, like there's this one woman, she's huge. You know, she's like 3 feet across, but then her butt is like a foot, and it's like that's why when you fart in yoga pants or something like that's great.
Oh.
Those are so funny. Those and holiday pictures. You ever seen those really, really bad holiday pictures?
Yeah, that might as well be like the glamour shots.
We used to. I
I
snorted.
saw somebody yesterday, and if she's listening, I apologize.
Up front.
But there's pictures of them sitting in front of the Christmas tree. Everybody but the husband is dressed up, and he's in a blue muscle shirt. I am very sorry if you're listening. I apologize if it is hilarious though.
Can you
And
find the picture?
I hope that he found it to be funny. And Mike, you're gonna die when you see this because that means you haven't seen it.
I'm here to tell you. Have you seen the ones like there's? I love
Lean
it.
over here. You see who it is?
Yeah.
I am sorry. I am so sorry.
You know, I saw that about a week ago.
I am so sorry that
And
we
she's-
find this funny. She's an amazing woman.
She's so sweet.
I just-
Yes,
I'm
she
hoping
is.
it was just he was taking the pictures and then it was like, here, get in one. I just have to hope.
Yeah, don't
But
pick on my buddy.
I'm not picking on him. I just know if he's dressed like that, he's like, I'm safe with my sexuality. I'm okay with dressing like this. Not sexuality. What would be my word, Mike? Save me. Save
Oh,
me.
look, somebody even replied on it that said that tell him to wear sleeves for a
Save me, Mike. Not
sleeves for a
sexuality.
Christmas picture. Manhood.
Manhood. But no, that ain't even good stuff. Fuck. I mean, Frank, you're not helping me. We're getting out of here before I say anything else. Everybody, we will see y'all on
Welcome
the flip
back,
side.
Mike.
It's just for fun radio. I apologize for the bomb a minute ago. Hey, this next song,
Bums over Baghdad.
yes. Golly. So, yeah,
Bombs over cereal.
Alex, you kept crying about this dang song. So here comes your song, everybody. We will see y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.
Morning.
What?
Watch this. I gotta hurry up.
You can change the song.
Man, I couldn't find it. I was looking for Sorry Miss Jackson.
So
What is a good horrible song?
a good horrible. Hey, Vanilla Ice.
No, this is even
She
better.
bang.
Watch
She
this.
bang.
Just watch this.
See what he said.
Bye, everybody on video.
Bye.
Oh,
she's
Ashley's
waving.
turning white.